this dumb to play along. We got Balkied, though. We got Balkied yesterday. Yeah, sure he is. Calvin Ridley's waiting around to do the Jags a favor. No, here's what happens. You sit and you wait, and as happens too much, the Jags let the rest of the league determine what they're going to do. You feel me? Okay, put it up on a tee. Let the word get out what the Titans got to do. Let them swoop in now. And guess what? Ridley, Hopkins, Burks, better than what we got. How about that? Not the idea, man. Not the idea. And, now we're back to where we were a couple days ago, E.T. Now we're back to where we were. Yeah, we're not really improved, right? We got Morse. You're going to hear from Mitch Morse. It's a nice addition. And I'd almost come to grips with, okay, we're going to swap out Gabe Davis for Calvin Ridley. We'll probably draft a guy. We're okay. But then you get your mindset on what the word seems to be, and that is Calvin Ridley will remain a Jag at 4 o'clock, and it doesn't happen. It seems worse than it did before all that news started to percolate. This is mismanagement, man. Call it what you want. And I don't care if they just shake their head downtown and say, what do the fans know? What do the fans know? The fans know how the salary cap works. Fan knows what the franchise tag is. Fans know what a restructure is. Fans know what trades are. Fans know we gave up a draft pick for Calvin Ridley, knocked the rust off, and because you failed to negotiate a long-term deal with Josh Allen, which would have allowed you to, at the very least, put a 1-year franchise tag on Calvin Ridley, you've screwed it all up again. Period. It's a miss. It's a mistake. This is high finance, high stakes, high pressure employment. We let our guy go to sleepaway camp. Have fun. Yeah, we went to Balky Land. Riders must be this dumb to strap themselves in the roller coaster offseason, and now pulls in with, here we are. No better than we were when the season ended. Except for the position of center where, let's not forget, both Peterson and Balky, after the season, swore up and down how comfortable they were with him. Lies, and more lies. And now, bird in hand is now in Tennessee. Fly, birdie, fly. Listen, Calvin Ridley's not Justin Jefferson. He's not Jamar Chase. He's not, one of the top receivers in the league. He's now got the 9th best salary. And I don't blame Calvin Ridley a bit for the Jaguars' incompetence. Not one bit. If you trade a pick for a guy coming off suspension and you only have him for 1 year, you stink. That's dumb. What a dumb trade. If all you're going to get the guy is for a year, you're not going to be his new home. You either believe in him or you don't. You sign him after week 1, you do an extension before Mike Evans gets $25 a year, before you give Gavis $13 a year, and before you set a market where Calvin Ridley now commands $23 million a year, something the Jaguars, I guess, weren't going to match. In fact, we learned the cheapskate Jaguars had even offered less than the Patriots. They just, convinced Calvin Ridley, again, by reports, that because of the state income tax and other reasons, that this was the best deal for him, and Ridley seemed to agree. But because the Jags, and here's another lie by Trent Baalke, just a flat-out lie. We don't care really what the compensation is. We could give the 2nd-round pick or the 3rd-round pick. This is more about the player. Yeah, right. Then why not sign him before you get to the deadline and sacrifice the 2nd? Or you don't have any sources around the league, no ear to the ground, that maybe somebody else will come in and get him? Man, I hate to lose my mind over Calvin Ridley like we're losing, Fred Taylor in his prime. It is what it is. Had a nice year, certainly not an all-star year. But it's the what was the promise, now the threat of what could still be to come for Calvin Ridley that makes you say, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? Why are we renting a guy, knocking the rust off for our division rival to have for 1-9-8 season? What kind of management is that? Same kind that drafts C.J. Henderson 9 and Caleb Chase on 20. Same kind. Frustrating, man. Frustrating. This dude's going to grind us into the ground without reaching our potential. There are pieces there, parts in place. This inability to proactively run the franchise is frustrating. It's annoying. I don't mean to make too much of it. There's certain valuable pieces in the league. We had one of them. Calvin Ridley's top 20 receiver, and we got one. And where is he? In Nashville. Well played. Welcome to Balky Land. Here's your barf bag. So, and back to the draft now. Back to the offseason. The free agency is full. These are the names we added. You ready? Ronald Darby, Gabe Davis, Devin DuVernay, Darnell Savage. Yeah, that's what we did. We outsmarted the league, boy. We're smarter than y'all. Here's 4 names your average fans never heard of. This is going to take us over the top. I'm frustrated, man. I'm frustrated that I don't know how exactly it played out. I'm sure some of the reports of, what exactly was going to happen were, perhaps not exactly accurate. But, boy, the Titans played us for a fool, man. An absolute fool. The worst team in the division came down, pulled our pants down right there at the Jaguar schedule, at the statue, and just spanked us. Spanked us with a ruler. Well played. Well run. Nice job. Let's go off season. Let's trot her out opening day. Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, Gabe Davis. Sounds like a contender to me. Jeez, oh man. Nice job, really. Seriously. Nice job. Way to make it happen. Way to make us better. Now let's go into the draft. Balky, roll your dice and throw those craps out there for us, boss. Those craps. We'll all hope and pray you can hit on the first-round pick. Gosh knows it's worse than a crapshoot from that point forward. And so what had suddenly framed itself as an optimistic offseason, I can't tell you how much worse I feel about it today, and primarily just because of this implied bungling of the situation. We took the cheap route. Give up the second-round pick. How many out there would rather have Calvin Ridley than a second-rounder? I would. And apparently Ridley was comfortable with the deal that the Jaguars had, but on the Jags' request, I'm sure, was going to wait until after the new year so he could save a round of the draft pick, and lo and behold. And I don't care if Calvin Ridley told him, yeah, we're good. I don't. Somebody comes in, another team comes in and offers a man what he's earned, what he deserves, and it's a multi-million-dollar difference. After, second thought, I'm going to go to Nashville, man. We had time to get this done. We had plenty of time. Meanwhile, free agency the wave is just about over. Anybody the Jags pick up from this point forward are going to be our typical free agent fare of a guy you've barely heard of who will underwhelm upon arrival. Remember the old NFL teams don't get better, they get better quarterbacks, see? You ever heard that?
Yeah, I heard that a time or two.
This guy, Super Dave, is driving me to the point of NFL teams don't get better, they get better GMs. This is a window, buddy, that has gotten awful foggy because the commander of the lighthouse is screwing us. We should be better. We shouldn't be perfect. You shouldn't hit every move. We should be better. We should be in better shape. We should be more optimistic. The roster should be better than it is. Buffoonery. It's frustrating. It's frustrating to be a Jaguars fan. And for those of you out there who, like me, have been here since the very beginning, golly, my condolences, man. It sure would be nice in 30 years to get some sort of real momentum. And by the way, momentum of competence. Maybe that's too strong a word. Perhaps what they're doing down there isn't, quote, unquote, incompetent. But whenever you have a team and you don't get any better from year to year, what the bleep are you doing? And it's worse because in Balky Land, they think they're getting better. They tell us, hey, 11 picks. We got some guys we like here. We're gonna develop next year. Just follow up. You drafted a tight end in round 2. You had 1 catch, man. Your thoughts? Yeah, well, we saw a lot of development there. We really like Brendan Strange. You told us Fortner was your guy, and you were happy with him, and yet he was the first one and called and congratulate your new center. Looks a strong guy. We drafted Luke out of Kentucky, and we knew there'd be some growing pains. Yeah, okay, as a follow-up, growing pains? We've been growing painting around here for 30 years, man. You got anything big up your sleeve? Well, this second wave of free agents do it. I mean, it's just nauseating, man. So a tip of the cap downtown for getting us through this first wave of free agency. Not a damn bit better than we were when it started. And if you want to use the excuse of, well, you have salary cap, concerns, well, who caused them? To wit. We were in the Titans-Texans category of salary cap just a few years ago. We had $60 million, second most in the league. How's that worked out? What's that landed? Pieces on offense, I guess, with Jones, Ingram, and Kirk. Certainly not production or wins. Not the kind of elite production that other high-priced free agents sometimes bring. You can't make it make sense to me, the Calvin Ridley deal. You can't make it make sense that you trade for a guy, that you knock off the rust, that you see plenty of positives, and then you let it come down to somebody else stealing him for a few more million. It's just pure, utter incompetence, man. What are we doing? And this goes back. You should have had Josh Allen done. You ought to be able, as a football career guy, to know what you got last summer. Nope, not here, man. We're going to let the league play us every time. Whether it's our own guys that we're trying, and we do it wrong. We do it damn wrong every time, every single time. And so that's where we stand. Free agency's over for the Jags. I don't know if they got better, dude. They got a better center, and they got worse at receiver with a young quarterback. And you just get the feeling that they let it happen to them. They sat back passively and let the league run them rather than them running the league. It seems as simple as that. So, yeah. We're on the ride this morning in Balky Land, and the roller coaster just jumped off the tracks. Help, I'm in a retention pond. Someone call the police. College basketball moves on into tournament time. We've got our double dose of March Madness here on the First Coast every year. We've got this Players' Championship, which brings the very best in golf, minus just a couple of dispatched names. And in college basketball, the madness happens this time of year. It's always interesting. You got small schools that have great years and can't advance through their tournament, and that does it for them. You've got the long shots that get hot and make runs through conference tournament brackets. FSU is hoping for that. Knowles Open play yesterday against a team kind of on the bubble. Virginia Tech needed a win, and FSU took it to them, beat them by 10. So it is survive and advance for FSU to this point. Georgia and Mike White, a winner last night over Missouri, which concludes, I believe, a winless year for Missouri in basketball. Missouri's a pretty good basketball program, man. Got a little pride and history there. A little legacy with Mizzou and the Tigers when it comes to basketball. To throw an offer up? Wow. Kind of hard to believe. But Georgia, a winner over Missouri in the SEC last night. FSU yesterday afternoon survives and advances with a win over Virginia Tech. So that will set them up for round 2 games. The Gators, meanwhile, after a bye, will open SEC play. They get a third date with Mike White and the Georgia Bulldogs. A noon tip-off today for Florida State. They got to play North Carolina, so their, quote, run through the ACC tournament could be short and not so sweet if they fall to Carolina today. I did watch the FSU North Carolina game when it was in Tallahassee late in the year. Knowles hung around there, but, boy, North Carolina will come at you in waves now. Carolina into their season with a win over Duke. They've had an excellent year. They're the top seed in the ACC and, a top 5, top 10 team. We are finally through the prelims So you're going to get upsets and eyebrow raisers here these next couple of days as the conference tournaments kick off. Inevitably you'll find UConn losing to Xavier or Purdue falling in the Big Ten, whatever it might be. They come a little more fast, a little more furious once you get to this time of the year. Gators got a late one tonight, man. I don't know how you feel about that if you're the team or the player or the coach, in this case the program. I know as the fan, I'm not not big in favor of tipping off conference tournament games at 10 o'clock when my team plays in the Eastern time zone. When my entire conference, for the most part, plays in the Eastern time zone, really, quite frankly, I don't understand the logic behind playing a basketball game at 10 o'clock at night in the Eastern time zone. When you play basketball in the Eastern time zone all year, when none of your teams in your league at any point would ever play a game at 10 o'clock at night during the regular season. Now, look, you got to shove in a lot of stuff, but a lot of games. Doesn't mean you have to like going that late. All right, let's take our first time out here live from the Players. Golf news and notes, as it were, from yesterday. Rory McIlroy meets the media. I'm down with Jay Monahan and others on one thing. I don't care anymore. Just stop it with the money and the split. I don't care. Go to the tee, hit the ball. All and amaze me. I don't care at all about you millionaires fighting for your hundreds, man. I don't care. I don't give a rat's rear end. I don't care about the PIF. I don't care about the SS this or that or the other. I don't care at all. No one does. Take your little quibbles with your silver spoon brethren from across the pond and all parts in between. Handle it on your own. And for the love of all things, just stop it publicly. We don't care. Whine about this. Complain about this. The state of that. Go make your $10 million a year and try and convince anybody with any sense that you make that much playing golf and it's not enough. Good luck. Good luck in the real world. You'll hear from Rory. Also hear from our newest Jaguar, Mitch Morse, when we return. You're listening to The Drill. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Is it a fashion show or a golf tournament?
Well, everyone knows that.
The Players Championship.
Get live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates.
Brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting, Taco Lou, and Renewal by Anderson.
On 1010XL.
Don here from Taco Lou. Now that football season has come and gone, and it's getting a little warmer outside, it must be time for more golf. At least for us anyway. If you love golf and you love tacos, we've got your spot out at 12. Tacos on 12, of course. It's time for the Players, and we couldn't be more excited. We'll be slinging tacos behind 12 Green all week long. You golf fans make your way, our way, for a great bite, and maybe even a margarita or two. We'll be live at the Players.
Dave Binion here with my son Ammon, who is the air duct cleaning manager at Zero Res. So Ammon, you may notice a little rattle in my voice and some puffiness in my eyes. That's because allergy season is coming on. Can Zero Res help?
Yes, your health has a lot to do with the air you breathe. A clean and healthy home begins with clean air. At Zero Res, we can help clean the air in your home by cleaning your air ducts, cleaning the coils in your HVAC units, and fogging the system with a powerful antimicrobial that helps kill and control the growth of microorganisms in your air. We also have options for maintaining your clean air with our excellent inline air purifier and UV lights that will help keep your system clean and healthy. At Zero Res, we are more than just air duct cleaners. We're a clean air specialist.
Have Zero Res air duct specialists out, and right now we'll give you $50 off your air duct cleaning, and while we're at it, we'll give you $50 off your dryer vent cleaning. Zero Res.
Spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREC. Zero Res.
It's time for some Spring Fever March specials going on now at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Mia here, and how does this sound? Just $500 down and $288 per month gets you a pre-owned 2021 Toyota Corolla. Or you choose a pre-owned 2021 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for just $500 down and $388 per month. Plus Arlington's Credit for Everyone program and 30-day exchange. Don't wait, save thousands and shop arlingtontoyota.com today.
Hicken here. The Borland Groover Foundation proudly presents the annual March to Get Screened 5K race and 1 mile fun run. Sunday, April 14th. The race starts at 7 a.m. under the Fuller Warren Bridge. Their mission, raise awareness about colorectal cancer and related deaths. All proceeds benefit the Borland Groover Foundation. It's a nonprofit organization devoted to building a healthy and equitable community that is free from colon cancer. Visit BorlandGrooverFoundation.com for more.
Follow the off-season with Tire Outlet and 1010XL. Find out more about Duval's newest names.
He's a pro.
Listen for free agency profiles. Brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting. Experience the universal difference.
Break free from the old school hassle at All Pro Roofing. They've revolutionized the game. And guess what? No more pressure, hassle, or time meeting with someone face to face for a roof quote. Unlock the power of an instant roof quote right from the comfort of your home. Get the information you need when you need it. Explore your roofing options today. Head over to allproroofingllc.com. Hit that instant roof quote tab for a free instant roof quote. allproroofingllc.com.
License number CCC 1327056.
CDC 060138.
Get ready for the Players' Championship, March 12th through 17th at TPC Sawgrass. Don't miss your chance to watch the PGA Tour's best compete to etch their name in history while enjoying a vibrant social scene. From local bites to the latest merchandise available in the PGA Tour fan shop, the Players offers the ultimate experience for everyone to enjoy. Secure your spot today. Tickets are on sale now at theplayers.com.
It's March basketball. That means a host of top teams will be competing for the NCAA title. When it comes to commercial painters, there's also some healthy competition out there. Jason Parker with Performance Painting. To help you know the right questions to ask any painter competing for your business this year, visit performancepaintingjacks.com. Or if you're ready for a friendly quote, give us a call and ask about our free pressure wash promotion for your next project. Performance Painting, quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time homebuyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time homebuyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time homebuyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. That's 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Lauren Brooks here from Mayport CNC Fisheries. Growing up at the beach, I know good shrimp and oysters when I see them. They're local and they're fresh. That's why Mayport CNC Fisheries is my go-to for both. They have local shrimp in stock 7 days a week. Eat like a local at Mayport CNC Fisheries.
Flowers are for more than just romance. Why not celebrate your mom's infectious laugh, or your sister's new job, or any occasion, just because. With a beautifully handcrafted arrangement from spencersflorist.com.
The Players' Championship. Now, here's a 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Leaderboard update.
I'm Molly McDonald with this Players' Championship update brought to you by Taco Lou. The strongest field in golf meets the purest test in golf at the Players' Championship. Day 1 of the Players' Week starts today, and the defending champion, Scotty Scheffler, gave his thoughts earlier this week on why he believes it can be so difficult to defend that title as it has never been done before.
I just think it's a golf course where you don't see a lot of repeat winners in general. You know, there's not a guy that you've seen win on this golf course a bunch, and I think it's just the nature of the course. It doesn't really suit one type of player. You know, it really is, Pete Dye, just kind of genius design where you have to hit all different kinds of shots, and it tests you in a lot of different ways. And, that's why I think it's one of the best places we play on tour, just because it really doesn't suit one type of player. And bomb and gouge doesn't really work out here. You kind of got to plot your way around, but then you even have the shorter hitters that plot it around that can struggle here because you got to hit it exactly where you're looking or you're going to be punished pretty severely out here.
The 2023 Players Champion will tee off this afternoon at 1:40 in a featured group in which he is paired up with the 2021 Players Champion Justin Thomas and the 2015 Players Champ Ricky Fowler. 1010XL has got you covered all week live with live updates from the players. Your next update from the players in 20 minutes.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Fans are fatigued of what's going on in the game, and I think we need to try to re-engage the fan and re-engage them in a way that the focus is on the play and not on talking about equity and all the rest of it. So, you know, that's why I said, like, the sooner that this is resolved, I think it's going to be better for the game and better for, you know, better for everyone, the fans and the players.
It would also be better if my organization, the Fifth Estate, the press, would stop asking about it every week. I mean, I don't know if it's an insistence to break some sort of story that's never going to be broken in a press conference scenario, but yeah, I think part of the problem is just, you know, week after week after week. It's not the players who go sidling up to reporters at these events and start talking about it. It is what it is. Let the guys at the top figure it out. And Rory is dead on. It's kind of what I said, right, when we started. We're all sick of this talk. You guys don't – it's not a good look, man. Not a good look for a bunch of – let's be honest, man. I think the toughest cats in the world playing golf. And you know, to hear Xander Schauffele so daintily criticize his $8.5 million a year, knowing that there are tried and true alpha dog football players making half that, yeah. It is pro sports, boss. We're on the same community here. Thank your lucky stars you priss around on a golf course and make your money and don't end up with CTE knocking the crap out of other alpha men over the course of your professional career. Shut up, play golf, and I don't want to know how much your first place check is. It's starting to get obnoxious. The winner this week, E, you ready? $4.5 million. $4.5 million. For winning a 4-day golf course on, by the way, on a track that if you decided next week you'd like to play stadium would cost you about $1,000. Oh, these poor indentured servants. Gosh, really feel for them. They should all go to live and get hundreds of millions. It's what a grinding drain it is to play 20 tournaments a year and make $8 million. Poor Xander. Be well today, Chief. I know it's hard. More from Rory. Cut 4E. Been 10 years now since Rory McIlroy's last major win. No matter what happens from here on out, it's going to be a career with, I don't know, maybe an unfinished ceiling. He should have more. His legacy should be even greater.
It does, but then at the same time, I look at my record in the majors over the last couple of years, and I've definitely started to perform much more consistently in them. So, yeah, look, I'm under no illusion that the clock's ticking, and it has been 10 years since I've won one of them. And I've had chances, and you know those just haven't went my way, and I just need to keep putting myself in those positions, and you know sooner or later it's going to happen.
That's Rory asked straight up if it does weigh on him that it's been 10 years, and he said, you know, you heard him there, yeah. I don't know how old Rory McIlroy is. I'm assuming mid-30s probably at this point. Certainly trending that way. We talked yesterday about the iconic number 17. By the way, Wednesday's a fun day out here. They let the caddies take their cracks at 17. And so the pros go by. They throw cash in a bucket on the tee. And at the end of the day, the winning caddy gets to take home all that cash. This year it was Sean McDonough. Not the broadcaster. He is the caddy for Vincent Norman. He hit it 2 feet 1 inch to 17 yesterday. And so he takes on the undisclosed amount of cash. 17, as we spoke of yesterday. One of the most famous holes in golf. We know it. You know it. The golfers know it. Here's Rory on that monumental 17th hole.
It's an iconic hole. People think about this championship and this golf course. They automatically think about the 17th here in the Island Green, and it's become one of the most iconic holes in golf.
All right, interesting column on CBS Sports. I like to look at these and just see if they play out. This is a hard golf is hard to do this no matter the tournament. But listening to Molly's update and what Scotty Scheffler said about this golf course, what a great point. He said, not only is it incredibly difficult and to repeat, right? No one has won the tournament in back-to-back years. Well, take it a step further than that. There have been very few people that have won this event more than once. We have this is interesting, here at the player, we have no 3-time winners. We've had a bunch of guys win twice, right? I think Couples has won twice. Tiger won twice. Davis Love III won twice. Am I missing anybody? That may be it. That may be it for just 2-time winners. Never mind, winning in back-to-back years, defending as champion. So while I, find it real easy to pick Scotty Scheffler to win this event, it's probably not the smart play. CBS has identified 9 players that they are guaranteeing. One of these 9 will win this year's Players' Championship. Listen, Scotty Scheffler at the top, right? But here are the 9, just in case you're wondering, as they rank them. Number 2, they go with Justin Thomas. He's bounced back from last year. Sam Burns. Yeah, Sam Burns is playing better. And don't look now. He had a disastrous first round at last week's Arnold Palmer. 2 triples, but overall he's been playing awesome this year. Got Victor Hovland at number 4, Wyndham Clark at 5. They think Hideki Matsuyama can win, Rory can win, Will Zalatoris can win, and Ludwig Aubert can win. Yeah, I'm not going with Ludwig. I love Ludwig. I played him a lot this year in Brunch with the Tour. I'm not going with a first-timer. If something is going to happen for the first time here, I feel a lot better riding the history against Scotty Scheffler winning as a defending champ than I do a first-timer winning as good as Aubert has been here to jumpstart his career. So tees in the ground here in an hour. Sun's still not up at TPC Sawgrass here right on the Ponte Vedra coastline. But as we move through the drill this morning and then all day long, we are going to keep you more than up to date on all the happenings here at the Players. Got a football fix coming up next segment. There news and notes around the NFL continue to percolate. Here at home, we got balkied. Never mind that flash of optimism yesterday that the Jags were actually doing something smart and proactive and had a deal with Calvin Ridley and he would remain a Jag and they would only lose a 3rd-round pick instead of a 2nd. But we blew it. I don't know what the Jaguars think or what they tell you. They'd come up with some cockamamie excuse about how this didn't fit or that didn't. But at the end of the day, we got worse yesterday. And we got lied to again. It's getting old hearing the lies coming out down there. I'd rather just not say anything. I'm not going to comment. Then tell us we love this guy and then he's cut, or we don't like this guy and then he's re-signed, or you can't take him at face value for a daggum thing they say. After preaching on Luke Fortner to the point of making us all nauseous with what appeared to be just ridiculous evaluation of their second-year center. After telling us over and over that they liked Fortner and that he was growing, that he would be a nucleus. He's part of a nucleus. What do? They go out in free agency and they get a center in Mitch Morse. Awkward maybe even for Mitch Morse. He met the media yesterday via Zoom, and ET cut 11 on joining the Jags and potentially replacing Luke Fortner. I'll let ET sort through that. When we get to the Mitch Morse Zoom call interview there in the system, we will circle back to it. But Morse is by far, and I was thinking about it this way too, man. And I don't mean to be glass half empty. I normally stay pretty positive, especially in the face of some onslaughts of negativity from y'all out there on things that I really don't think you should be as worried or negative about. But this is where we are, okay? This is where we are as a franchise. This is what Balky Land is delivering. We are super excited for our most impactful potential free agent to be a 31-year-old center who doesn't even rank probably in the top 10 at the position in the league. That's where Balky Land has driven us. That our biggest excitement, our biggest motivation, our biggest improvement comes from a 31-year-old center who's probably falls between 15 and 20 in the NFL center rankings. That's where we are. That's what our free agency has given us. Names like Gabe Davis and Ronald Darby and Devin DuVernay and Darnell Savage. Mitch Morse is the best of them, the one to be most optimistic about. I'll remind you, a 31-year-old ranked maybe 15th, 20th at his position. And, by the way, steps into the awkwardness of replacing Luke Fortner at center.
I'm just trying to be a good teammate in this offensive line room. Luke and I have chatted. I'm just looking forward to competing and growing with him. Like, I think that's what football is all about, right? Like, it's about no matter where you are in your career, growing and being a better professional and learning how to take your game to the next level. So, no matter what happens, I'm trying to be a resource for him. He's going to be a resource for me, and we're just going to see how it plays out. But hopefully, first and foremost, just make a good relationship.
Listen, there's been a lot of center-quarterback relationships that have been important and have been noted. I think of Jeff Saturday and Peyton Manning. We go all the way back to Mike Webster and Terry Bradshaw. You can think of a lot through the years. Where I think of Marquise Pouncey and Ben Roethlisberger. There have been a lot of long-running, important relationships between center and quarterback. Perhaps getting a veteran presence in here with Trevor will help some, right? Trevor's more experienced than Luke Fortner. They're growing on the job together. It'd be nice to see a guy get down and crouch down in the middle of that line, make perhaps the calls more accurately, protect the passer as good as any center in the league. Morse's pass protection numbers and analytics are crazy good. Mitch Morse is certainly has an experience that can lend itself to Jacksonville. Here's his thoughts on his new quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. Cut 2.
I think this league is a quarterback-driven league. And to win in this league, you have to have a quarterback with the tangibles and the intangibles. And I think Trevor kind of embodies both of those things.
All right. This is a guy who would know. You know who the last 2 quarterbacks for Mitch Morse have been? Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Cut 4.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say like I coached these dudes up. They were on a trajectory to be fantastic without me. The one thing I pride myself on is facilitating football for them any way that I can, right? And that's for the team in general. Offensive line room, whatever's required of me, do that. But I think what I did learn in those rooms is you have to have the locker room behind you.
All right, he has played for Doug Peterson before. He said yesterday he remembers more Doug Peterson, the person, than the coach. Peterson was an offensive coordinator in Kansas City when Morse was the center there. So he knows a lot about the scheme. It's something that he steps into he should be familiar with. E.T. cut 6 from Mitch Morse and how he fits into the Jags offense.
Doug me in my OC my rookie year. More than anything, it was just I knew that style of football. It's familiar with me. It definitely played a role in coming here, but I don't know how much has evolved since it's been 9 years, right? So we'll see, and I think for me, whatever is, but the truth matters, I don't totally know, and I'm really looking forward to kind of figuring that out, not on the fly, but as we go, and hopefully I'll have an answer for you by the end of OTAs.
Mitch, here's a quick cheat code for you. If it's 4th and less than 4, anywhere from your own 10-yard line, be prepared to go for it. This is the drill. We come back with a football fix. We are live from the Players, where first round action is now 1 hour away from teeing off. 4 rounds of just blistering coverage from 1010XL. It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. News and notes from the pigskin. Next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gators meet the Georgia Bulldogs today in the SEC Tournament. Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. The Gators are the 7-point favorite, total 155. South Carolina laying 6.5 against Arkansas, 144 the total. Mississippi State, a 5-point favorite over LSU. And Texas A&M, a 4.5-point favorite over Ole Miss. ACC Tournament, Florida State with an upset of Virginia Tech, 86-76 as a 4.5-point underdog. The Seminoles today take on top-seeded North Carolina. Tar Heels are the 10.5-point favorite. The total, 153.5 at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. Sign up for the free VSIN newsletter and keep up to date with the biggest sports betting news and insights only at VSIN.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Hey there, Jacksonville. With scorching temperatures just around the corner, it's crucial to ensure your AC is blowing nice and cool. Duck Duck Air Conditioning is here to keep you comfortable all summer long. But don't wait until the heat gets here. Our service techs are ready right now to handle any cooling issues you may have at your home or business. Call Duck Duck AC today at 904-862-6769 to schedule. That's 904-862-6769. Duck Duck Air Conditioning. Online at duckduckac.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Here's another remarkable success story from QC Kinetics. This one from Chad, who hurt his knee at the gym one day, and it just kept on hurting for months.
From my high school football and wrestling days, I already had a little bit of damage in there, but this just sent it over the edge.
Chad tried traditional treatments with no improvement when he turned to the non-surgical regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics.
It was really fascinating how they did their work, and the science behind it was very intriguing, and it works. Extracting the cure out of my own body blew my mind. It's like I'm brand new again. It was fantastic.
That's because the QC Kinetics natural biologic treatments use your body's own healing power to restore damaged tissue in your hips, shoulders, back, and knees, providing long-lasting relief.
Now I'm back at the gym. I'm 100%, feeling great.
If you're tired of suffering with pain from arthritis or injury, call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Make your outdoor living perfect with Art of Natural Stone. Pavers, patios, gravel, pool decks, and more. Using all natural stone design, and they do the installation. Visit Art of Natural Stone on Route 1 near Bartram Springs or on Beach Boulevard.
Get wet with Captain Kevin.
Whoa.
And remember to bring your net on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show.
Oh, that's a beauty!
Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Look at him!
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Looking for the perfect Saturday plans? Head over to Players Grill, where Saturdays are all about pizza and pints. Dive into a delicious pizza paired with your choice of Miller Lite or Yuengling draft beer for just $12.99. Pizza, pints, and a great time. Players Grill, where the neighborhood meets.
Ahead, we build platforms for digital business. We help create your platform for digital business by weaving together advances in cloud infrastructure, intelligent operations, and modern applications. Digital business is comprised of 5 pillars. We call them imperatives because they're a must-have, not a nice-to-have. We enterprise cloud, integrated security, scaled DevOps, intelligent operations, and relentless automation. Need help with digital transformation? Ahead. Learn, grow, achieve.
This is Hayes Carlion for Skylife Elite. Have you ever thought about aircraft ownership as another potential revenue stream and as a tool for tax savings? Put your tax money to work for you while enjoying the benefits of private personal travel. Skylife Elite has over a decade of experience in business aviation and can guide you through the process with their expert staff. Call my friends over at Skylife Elite at 490-9332 or find them at flyskylife.com to get the rundown on everything owning an airplane can do for you.
Yo, it's your boy E.T. And if you're still in the market for a sportsbook to call home,
Bet that non-stop action of the madness with MyBookie. MyBookie is your one stop for all your sports betting and casino needs, complete with real-life Vegas experience right from that cellular device of yours. Take your viewing experience to the next level with real-time live betting that lets you stream and bet the games right from the comfort of the crib. Sign up now and take advantage of the generous welcome bonus on your first deposit, all the way up to $1,000. Put in $200, get $3. Ready to play instantly using promo code 1010XL. And the fun don't stop there. You'll get up-to-the-minute odds, props, and this week's expert predictions to help you dictate where to put that cash at. And the best part about MyBookie, you can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Ready to join the team? The Jaguars and our stadium partners are hosting a job fair Wednesday, April 3rd to find enthusiastic new faces to serve as ushers, ticket takers, concessionaires, security, and more for the upcoming season. Stop by the Fields Auto Group Terrace Suite at Everbank Stadium from 3 till 8 p.m. on April 3rd to apply. Professional dress, a pen, and a smile are all you need, so stop by the job fair to be a part of Jaguars Game Day. Equal Opportunity Employer.
The Players' Championship. Now, here's a 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Leaderboard update.
Molly McDonald with this Players' Championship update brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group. The 50th edition of the Players' Championship tees off today with the best golfers from all around the world looking to etch their name in the history books. The 2023 Players' Champion Scotty Scheffler is hot off a win last week at Bay Hill and spoke on what he feels separates this tournament from the rest.
Well, I just think that it's special to us as being members of the PGA Tour because it's our tournament. You know, it's our premier event. You know, this is the home of the PGA Tour. And so for us, I think it's a special place to come back year after year and get to play this golf course and, you know, compete with the best players in the world and the best players on our tour. And, yeah, it's always a fun week to come here and compete.
Scheffler will tee off later this afternoon at 1:40. Your next update from the Players in 20 minutes.
XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back live at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course. First round gets underway in less than an hour. Molly on the desk with updates 3 times an hour, so if you don't have a phone, a TV, or a clue as to what's going on, you're right here on your radio. We will keep you up to date on that leaderboard, and where Scotty Scheffler, a commanding favorite coming off his win at the API. I've got a Shazam Spotlight before we turn our attention to a football fix. And the Spotlight is brought to you by the ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstores. You got 3 locations here within a short drive to save you money. Terrific personality and great customer service experience. I've bought more than one car at the Murray Superstores through the years, and I will be buying more moving forward. It's just an awesome place, awesome people, and just go online at ShazamAuto.com. They'll trade anything. do you know who Daniel Gafford is?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I know of him. He's a big, tall center. Gafford played in the SEC. I'm usually good at the college game. He's either Mississippi State or Texas A&M. I think he's Texas A&M. A big 7-footer. He's been in the league for a while. He's nothing special. It's a typical, if you're 7 feet tall and semi-athletic, you can play in the league 10, 12 years. But Gafford is on the brink of doing something one of the immortals is the only one to do. After a win, he plays for the Mavs, by the way, bonus points if you had any clue on that one. But after his game last night, Gafford has now hit, you ready, 33 shots in a row. 33 for 33 from the field in his last 5 games. The all-time record, you go back to 1967, that's Wilt Chamberlain, and it's 35 straight. Basketball history may just reject Gafford's attempt. Basketball history, I just talked to the history books. They're more comfortable with the attractive name of Wilt Chamberlain holding that record. Nonetheless, Daniel Gafford, after a Mavs win last night, has made 33 shots in a row. Arkansas, there you go. Well, I picked the wrong SEC West. I picked 2, and I wasn't right on either one. Daniel Gafford, an Arkansas grad. Fire the man. We got a football fix brought to you by the Home Course, Jointed Creek Golf Club. Oh, you're going to get that golf bug this week. I know you are. And when you do, it's time to scratch it with the best deal in golf. It's Jointed Creek Golf Club there in northwest St. Johns County. And we had a lot percolating yesterday. We'll start with just another abject failure by the Jaguars. We got balkied again. Fooled into thinking that they were actually ahead of the league on an issue and had worked something out to save draft compensation and keep Calvin Ridley. We should have known. They got their pants pulled down and spanked, and the Titans swooped in and grabbed the Jags' number one receiver, Calvin Ridley. I don't know what the money difference was. The word on the street is they were offering less than New England, which Ridley apparently was willing to take. But you can only take so much. I can only imagine what it must be like to sit down and bargain with Trent Baalke. Oh, it must be excruciating. It must be like a root canal. You're a player and your agent, and you got to go in and talk to that guy and let him tell you how it's going to be. Oh, can't get me out of here faster. I'd turn to my agent. I'd say, Cap, let's roll. All right, more from around the NFL. We weren't the only ones to get snookered. Cowboys snookered one of their rivals yesterday. I mean, it looked like Eric Kendricks was one and done to the San Francisco 49ers, the former cap casualty of the Los Angeles Chargers, but then the Cowboys swoop in yesterday. And Kendricks decides to go with Dallas over San Francisco. Hey, at least they're not a division rival like our guy gets beaten by. And he don't get beat. He gets whooped. Our boy gets whooped here in Jacksonville now. Whooping. Chargers, in order to get under the cap, basically forced to release Mike Williams yesterday. Williams has been a good receiver. I don't know if he's quite lived up to that draft position of number 7 overall because he's had such injury issues through the years, especially the last couple of years. 7 years, a lot of production, and I'm sure plenty of potential landing spots for Mike Williams. Cut free yesterday by the Los Angeles Chargers. Well, Joe Flacco is not going to hang it up, despite not being invited back by the Cleveland Browns, for whom we went 4-1. By the way, this was such a isolated blurb of success. It's not happening again. If Joe Flacco is forced back out onto the field again this year, it'll be that typical Joe Flacco that we'd seen go like 3-15 in his previous 18 starts. But he will get the shot. He'll replace Gardner Minshew in India. 1-year deal to, I guess, back up Anthony Richardson there. There's been a lot of division swiping. The Eagles having to deny tampering rule charges with Saquon Barkley. Listen, they're all tampering. The tampering is a joke. The reason we added tampering is because they were tampering anyway, and now they're pre-tampering the tampering period. Shocker. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. It's brought to you by the Jointed Creek Golf Club. Hicken Arrival, more come your way next. We are live at TPC Sawgrass at the Stadium Course, set to host the best golf in the world. First round of the Players tees off in less than an hour. You are immersed in 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Saluting the brave men and women who bravely salute our country. 1010XL. We salute you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville, we have over 40 2024 all-electric Cadillac Lyrics in stock.
Take advantage today of 2 awesome incentives.
First, a $7,500 rebate applied to the purchase price directly at signing.
That's a $7,500 rebate with no need to wait for tax time.
And second, a $1,500 credit for a high-speed in-home charger.
Over $9,000 in savings.
Now's the time to drive away in luxury in a brand new all-electric Cadillac Lyric.
Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville, plus tax tag title $899 admin fee and resistol.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
When it's time for the March Mania brackets to bust wide open. As I was saying, it's mad. The Mania of March at BetUS.com is all about those buzzer beat bonus offers. And when the madness starts and Cinderella man steps onto the BetUS always has your back with back-to-back 125% sign-up bonuses on your first 3 deposits and even 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS.com Sportsbook and Casino, where the game... Join today. BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, where the game begins.
Get ready for the Players' Championship, March 12th through 17th at TPC Sawgrass. Don't miss your chance to watch the PGA Tour's best compete to etch their name in history while enjoying a vibrant social scene. From local bites to the latest merchandise available in the PGA Tour fan shop, The Players offers the ultimate experience for everyone to enjoy. Secure your spot today. Tickets are on sale now at theplayers.com.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
AgPro has been family owned and operated for over 64 years. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Pras, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinders Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinders Homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida. Official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right. Dreamfinders Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit DreamfindersHomes.com. Now let Dreamfinders Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders, I believe they will build your home just right.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer. This is Dr. George Bari inviting you to look online at BariOrthopedics.com for the latest in medical advancements when it comes to getting you back to full joint health. After studying under Dr. James Andrews, I know proper diagnosis is the first key to treatment, and educating the patient is the fastest path to recovery. Whether it's chronic back pain, nagging arthritis, or necessary joint replacement, we're here to serve you in the best possible way. We are Bari Orthopedics and online at BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
When you think about a metal roof, think Prime Roofing. Prime Roofing is Jacksonville's local contractor that manufactures, fabricates, and installs metal roofs. Schedule today at PrimeRoofingFL.com. That's PrimeRoofingFL.com.
The Players Championship. Now, here's a 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Leaderboard Update.
I'm Molly McDonald with this Players Championship update brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. The most famous hole in all of golf has claimed its victims throughout the 50 years of the Players Championship, holding an average score of 3.13 along the tour with a 137-yard par. 3 to the Island Green will continue to have its way with golfers this week at the Players. 2019 Players champ Rory McIlroy spoke on his approach to hole 17 has changed over the years.
Yeah, I think when I first came here as a 20-year-old, it was like, well, it's only 140 yards. Like, you should be able to hit something in close there and make birdie more times than not. But I think you realize over time that, taking the prudent approach and hitting it into the middle of the green and, again, as I said, having 20 or 25 feet every time is probably the right play.
Your next update from the Players in 20 minutes.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Yes, sir! I feel a little more, I'm thinking, but we're at 9.
I don't think anyone can hear us here. Yeah. Nowhere near.
No,
I mean, both 1 and 10 or what. You know, they might hear a faint echo of why does someone screaming across the grounds, but it's kind of like a gallery roar. That's all you did. Gallery roar.
They might.
We've got our yearly delivery of cookies.
That's so
Those
wonderful.
are delicious.
Don't
tell them about the little hot boxes I got.
I jumped ahead to in full swing last night. I wanted to watch the Ryder Cup stuff.
Okay.
So there's like 2 or 3 of the episodes. Really good. I love, and it's great in sport when you make your impressions of athletes. We've had this discussion before, and you might not like a certain athlete, or you might like a certain athlete, but you really don't know them. And this gives you a little more look. And I've done a 180 on Keegan Bradley.
You did this last year with Poulter.
Yeah. So now I like.
You didn't like him before?
I wouldn't want him.
Just kind of annoyed you because of the idiosyncrasies.
I really like.
I've seen him play with the YouTube guys. His personality's better than you think.
Yeah, he's a good dude, and the Ryder Cup meant a lot to him, and he was crushed when he didn't get. And they showed the phone call, and because he thought when he won in Connecticut, that was going to pretty much cinch
put him over. Were they? Did they go with Justin Thomas? I can't remember what they did.
Yeah. And he played fine over there, but it's hard to break into that clique, and Keegan's not in that clique. And they show these. I mean, Zach Johnson's friends with JT and Spieth and Ricky. And Ricky and JT had good years. Like Ricky won in the summer, but
Ricky did not get in.
He got in.
He got
but
in.
He did not have a good Ryder Cup performance.
Well, it's wrong if friendship is factoring into those things.
I'm not saying it is or isn't,
but it's the human nature.
It's hard not to.
Guys you're comfortable with.
Yeah, and listen, JT is a great Ryder Cupper. So
yeah, he's kind of got that Euro mentality.
He does, and he really brings it. And but I do like. I will say this. It does matter to these guys, and they love that event. They love that event. That event has become, that event has become their favorite thing in golf. We always knew the Euros loved it, but the Americans love it too.
Are you tilting at history? It's the Ryder Cup. It's every 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. It's not 4.
Yes.
I mean, do it every year. Let's advance.
I think eventually what you might do is you do live against PGA Tour.
If live lasts. I don't know if they'll ever have enough players.
Yeah, but something of that nature. But they do love that part of it. They love and going over to Rome and man, you forget the Cantlay situation with the hat, and it was great. It was really that was good behind the scenes stuff that I enjoyed watching and reviewing.
And that's the charm of those documentaries.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to mention that as we get ready on the morn of players.
Do you feel what I'm saying, though, about like this? Do you remember, at least, how about if I position it this way? Because I tried you the other day with, I think even a lot of the players feel like if Scotty Scheffler's putting and playing his best, I'm not sure we can beat him.
Right.
So I'll get off of that to this. Do you remember a week where there was a more consensus favorite? Because I don't.
No.
Now, perhaps we're not taking mark and note of those year to year to year to year.
Tiger, when he played,
sure,
was
but he didn't win here much. Boy, Scheffler made a great point that I hadn't thought about. Mm-hmm. It's not just that there's never been a repeat winner. Very short list of players who were able to win twice here.
Well, you've left out Elk and Jansen.
Yeah, there's a couple more.
Yeah,
Jansen did win 2.
He didn't?
No, he only won the 1, yeah.
Elk won 2?
Elk won 2.
All right.
So that's one I
Love
left
won
out.
2.
Love, Tiger. Davis, Freddie. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Nick, I'm talking about on this course.
On this course.
Yeah, because that's what matters. It's apples to apples when it comes to that. I'm excited to get the golf going, though.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
We enjoy the build-up as we get there. It looks like the weather, for the most part, is going to be pretty gorgeous this weekend, and that's not always the case in March.
Oh, we needed one of those. The weather gods, little geoded us.
Yeah.
So,
that's for sure. We've had some bad ones. But, yeah, it's a setup for, a terrific 4 days of golf. Looking.
Hal Sutton was the other one.
Sutton is done. Okay, that's the second one.
It's Couples, Elk, Sutton, Love, and Woods.
Yeah. Not a ton, though, right? I mean, and
Jack
again,
won 3, but none here.
Well, and there's a lot of good tournaments where guys have won 3 or 4 or 5 over the course of their career. Just the fact that this, and by the way, none of those guys were all, correct me if I'm wrong, 10 years separated, 8-10 years apart.
Well, Elk
their
was
wins?
6, but the rest were
Yeah, which means it could have been a completely different golf course, complete different tournament.
Jack won 3 different courses, but none here.
He didn't do, but he won Sawgrass, I think. No.
I don't know.
I know he won in Atlanta. He may have won
He's won in 3 different places.
Yeah, I think he won it. So because this tournament started across the street at the Sawgrass Country Club. It was there for 2 or 3 years, I believe. Well, Hick, I again, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
And I've had it with this guy Balky. I got Balky balled. This guy's running it. It's not overstating to say this guy is managing us right out of our window.
Well, I'll try to balance it a little bit, and let's give you the Dream Finders poll question of the day and get that off the rip here, because I like it and it fits.
Okay.
So our Dream Finders home poll question of the day. Now that Calvin Ridley has gone to Tennessee, what should the Jags do next? What should the pivot be? And I gave you 4 choices. One is use free agency dollars that they didn't use with Ridley on D lineman, draft wide receiver at 17, trade for T. Higgins, or sign Mike Williams. Those are your 4 choices. Use free agency dollars on D-line, draft wide receiver at 17, trade for T. Higgins, or sign Mike Williams, who was let go by the Chargers.
Yeah, one of the last 2. And by the way, again, if
41% right now with over 1,200 votes. You can vote at Dan Hicken on Twitter, and Eel posted as well. Trade for T. Higgins at 41%. 26% say use the free agency dollars on a D lineman. So for a limited time on select move-in ready homes, Dreamfinders Homes is offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate in year 1 of your mortgage. Dreamfindershomes.com for more details. But as I saw an article to try to balance, because I agree with you. I mean, to me, the perfect scenario, I think it's obvious, but maybe it's not. But to me, like I would have never gave Calvin Ridley that money.
No, not that much.
Way too much money.
Right.
So the perfect scenario to me would have been you have Josh Allen signed, which was something we've talked about.
Before it happened.
Then you franchise Calvin Ridley, and I leave him on the franchise tag. And I want to see him play another year. Because I think there's still question about he's good, 70, 1,008, or is he going to be great, 90, 1,210? I need to see before I make that decision, before I sign him. And for him, his best case, now he obviously had mulling over offers, so that wasn't the case with what the Jags had made him some sort of offer, but it was far less than what the Titans had. And listen, I put on Twitter, he's dead to me, and a lot of the guys, I don't blame him taking the bag. Listen, I don't blame him either. But you go to a rival, I don't like that.
He's got an 8-month resume here. I don't blame Calvin really at this stage of his career.
It's his one big contract. But with all that said,
the Jags blew it. They could have signed him before he got to free agency and given up the second rounder. Another lie. They lied to us. The first, second, third doesn't matter. It's about that's just lies. And you can't read the room enough to know that you're about to get swindled by your rival. Set the bar. Let them come in. I mean, just this is baby step stuff, man.
Well,
he's extended the wrong guys. He's drafted the wrong guys. He's signed the wrong guys in free agency.
Well,
he's taken our quarterback window, Dan, and he's nailing it shut.
Well, to counterbalance that, I saw Mike Clay, ESPN writer, did the 4 teams who were improved the most, and he included the Jaguars.
Well, he's an idiot.
Moves. So
he's an idiot. Dan, think about this.
Yeah.
When, as an organization,
you
are most excited in free agency to sign a 31-year-old center that most have never heard of, I would suggest you're not the most improved.
Well, I feel like Ronald Darby is
an improvement over Williams.
Well, if you look at the finances involved, they do think that Savage is an improvement over Jenkins, who, by the way, went to Seattle. Rayshon now a Seahawk. So
3 years ago, we had the third most cap money in the league.
I wish we were better.
And look what we've got.
I'm not a huge fan. I'm simply trying to.
I got no balance. I've tried to balance
it a little bit here.
I've tried to balance it
by reading that article.
I read the one you're talking
about on the Jags and the improvements. I don't know the answer. It's certainly disappointing to not have Ridley, but it's not disappointing not have Ridley at that number.
You said,
it's funny how the fans, and again, in talking to the fans, it's so funny. Like we went from he could stay or go. It doesn't matter. He wasn't that good. He dropped a lot of balls. He was inconsistent for us at best. We don't know whose fault it was ultimately, but he was okay overall. 70-some catches, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. It will be interesting to see what he does in Tennessee, and they way overpaid for him.
Well, and Will Levis stinks, and Calvin Ridley, it's a money move, and good for him. He'll get his $50 million square, and I get what bothers me, Dan. It's not so much the move, it's the reality that this dude just gets his pants pulled down and beaten left and right. Balky, they snookered him.
Yeah,
they said, okay, you wait, strike. Sign him if you want Calvin Ridley, and you had a deal. Sign him and give up the second instead of the third.
But, I mean, the reaction, I don't get the reaction because this is basically what we thought was going to happen. It just took a couple days for it to happen. Everybody knew if he gets to free agency, it's probably over. But then they gave us hope because he was like, well, wait a minute.
Well, it was the day after free agency, the calendar year.
It looked like, and it looked like we were going to get him. And in the end, we didn't, and away he goes, and it's a miss. It's a miss on the Jags, and the Jags now have to find another wide receiver. It's not good enough. Kirk, Davis, Zay Jones won't be good enough. I would suggest you take a receiver in the first or second round.
I guess overall here, back to I really honestly believe that we're getting to the point where Balky's doing more harm than good. And we have a window here, and we had arrow pointing up, and he didn't make us any better last offseason.
You say we have a window. As long as we have you're the one as long as we have Trevor, the window will be here for quite some time.
That's right.
That's the main thing. But look, it's not great. It's disappointing. I mean, I think your 2 free agent targets were Josh Allen and Calvin Ridley, and you got one on a franchise, which means he won't be around till camp unless you work out a deal with him, and the other one is gone. So
how about this,
Dan? That stinks.
How about after week 1 at Indy? How about before? How about when you trade for Calvin Ridley? As soon as he becomes eligible, right now take advantage and knock out a little 2-year, $28 million for him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't work, bite the bullet, let him go, take the cap hit.
Yeah.
But they let the league play him. They let the league set the standard. There's no foresight. There's no – I don't know, man. This is a sum of, parts. It's not. I'm not like losing my mind just because of the Calvin Ridley. I'm losing the mind because our guy plays checkers, and the chess masters are beating his ass. And Tennessee, in a blink, has become way better than us.
Well,
how does it happen?
I don't think Tennessee's way better than us.
You
don't? No, I don't. No, I don't.
Why? Why don't you?
What did
They're
they
better at name the positions.
No, they don't have Derrick Henry. If I was a Tennessee,
they got Joe Mixon.
You said Tennessee.
I'm sorry, I meant Houston.
Okay,
yeah,
Houston's different.
That's what I mean. Houston's way better than us. I'm sorry.
Houston's good. Yeah. I mean,
just like that, they were the last place team.
Well, again, let's see how the season
second pick in the draft
unfolds.
last year. Dan.
Yeah.
And they're under.
I like what they did. I'm not going to lie. Sure. They got Danico Autry, Daniil Hunter, and Will Anderson on the D line. So
it's more than that. It's Nico Collins. It's Tank Dell. It's drafting guys that actually contribute. We got
it. Yeah, that's a different animal now. Houston is.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean to say Tennessee. Tennessee's not good, and Will Levis.
If I'm the GM of Tennessee, if I'm doing sports radio in Nashville, I'm wondering why we didn't pay Derrick Henry the money we paid Tony Pollard.
Right.
That's what I'm wondering. Fair. So, and then I'm wondering, well, Calvin Ridley's nice. We need a receiver. We've needed a receiver since you dunderheads traded A.J. Brown away.
Yeah.
And now we got Calvin Ridley, who's not as good as A.J. Brown, and we're paying him what we could have paid A.J. Brown and been happy.
Yeah,
so
again,
what are we thinking?
Yeah, Tennessee's they're as bad as we are.
Yeah. But, Houston will be last year's Jacksonville. They'll be the favorite to win the South.
Over under right now, and if you were going to Las Vegas, they put the over under on the Texans at 10. Isn't that what they won last year, or did they tie? They were 10-7, right? Yeah, they were 10-7.
Yeah,
we had the tiebreaker. We went 9-8.
I think the over under on Houston will be 10 or 10.5.
Yeah, I'm playing the over.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's a mistake.
I'm not.
Odds to win. Who's winning the AFC South right now?
Well, they're the favorite.
Yeah.
They deserve to be.
Right, because they're better than us.
Yeah.
They got Will Anderson and Stroud, and they signed Daniil Hunter and Joe Mixon, and their receivers are young and better than our receivers. They're better across the board. And it's Balky's fault.
Yeah.
It's his fault. He got the team. They gave it to him. He's allowed to run it, make the decisions, and we're no better today than we were 2 years ago. Maybe worse.
Well, we're a 9-8 football team, and again, it really free agency is free agency. It's going to come down to the draft anyway. We're going to have to hit on 17 and 48 now, and our compensatory third-round pick. Those three guys got to be good football players if this team is going to take the next step. And Trevor, ultimately it all hinges on Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor's got to play better. And if Trevor doesn't turn it over next year, and Trevor amps it up a little bit, now you got to give him weapons. We still have Evan Ingram. We still have a healthy Christian Kirk. Zay Jones will be back, and he'll be ready to go now. So I would think he's on the team, but I would definitely say the receiver definitely factors in. Or you could make a splash. You could go see about,
Mike Williams is interesting, but
Williams,
he's hurt an awful lot.
I don't know if I would go get him, and I don't know because I don't know how much you got to pay him. But again, if I can get him on a 2-year $40, then I might consider it. I don't know. So it will be intriguing to see what the Jags are able to do. Since 2022, Dreamfinder is the official home builder of the PGA Tour as well. And to celebrate golf season, a limited time, Dreamfinder's Homes offering an unbeatable 3.99 interest rate in year one on select move-in ready homes, 20-plus communities in the best locations in Northeast Florida. Dreamfinder's Homes is everywhere you want to live. We got a big day today. Murph's going to come by at some point, so we'll visit with old Danny and see what he's up to as we start to creep closer to baseball season. We got a slew of really good pitchers who are down right now.
Really?
And it just happened. I saw a list this morning. I'll read it to you later when he gets here. But it just happens every year. But I guess the headliner is Garrett Cole. And
For sure.
If you're running out to again, it's kind of like these guys, if something ain't right, they're going out to L.A. to see this dude. Then they're going out to L.A. to see this dude because something ain't right. So we're going to have a good day out here, though. It's beautiful. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. It's not that chilly again. It's about like yesterday, and once the sun comes out, it's absolutely gorgeous.
And we'll have some scoring updates,
throughout.
We'll give you updates 3 times an hour, but actual scores will be posted here before the 7 o'clock
wonderful.
hour comes to a close.
That is terrific.
And again, it seems to be pretty, I wouldn't say consensus, but there's a lot of belief in Scotty Scheffler to try and become a repeat champion, something that's never happened here. All right, let's take our first timeout here. We'll come back with a 10-minute drill. Molly's got an update. Again, the last one kind of preparing you, I guess, for the field teeing off.
Wonderful.
Something that's scheduled to happen in 20 minutes. And by the way, it's just barely light.
Oh, yeah.
7:40.
We got a lot of golfers, and we got
good to go.
X amount of daylight.
All right.
We got to play.
This is the drill. It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on 1010XL.
Now, Downtime with Dan, brought to you by Ameris Bank, voted a top place to work in Jacksonville. Whether you need help with business, personal, or mortgage banking, we're with you. Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Another really fun part of this time of the year is, March Madness, but we got conference tournaments going on throughout. Georgia with a nice win over Missouri last night, nip and tuck game. Dogs are able to advance, so Florida will play Georgia again. And when they get by them, if they get by them, then they would move on and get Alabama. So they got an extra game to play. But here's the deal. Florida can make a run in the conference tournament. That would be a good thing. There's nothing negative about the Gators trying to improve their seeding, trying to play good basketball, trying to get hot going into March. So they're coming off a disappointing performance. So a good performance tonight would be a positive thing for Florida basketball. I'm not of the ilk of, hey, it's too many games. They got to play. Next week is next week. Let's see what we can do in the SEC tournament.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
You love free. And at Ameris Bank, so do we. That's why we're proud to offer worry-free, hassle-free Ameris Bank free checking. Manage your money your way with convenient access to digital, mobile, and telephone banking, all with no monthly service fee or minimum balance requirements. At Ameris Bank, we're with you. For more information or to open an account, visit our local bankers in person or online at amerisbank.com/free checking. Other fees such as overdraft fees may apply. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Certainly facing some interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Those are Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Gang, I'm not the expert, but I find the experts, all right? I find guys that I can trust. I find guys who I know what they're doing because my money grows every month, and that's Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, that's Reagan Wright, that's Dan Abel, and Reed Wingate. Those are the ITP Partners, not just me. 3 generations of Hickens invest with our friends at ITP Partners. And family, friends, they listen. They give us each individualized strategy. Our goals become their priority. So it's a great time to get in the game, guys. ITP Partners are there to help. They're there to listen. Chris at itppartners.com. Shoot them an email or call 312-9751. 312-9751. It's ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Are you tired of living with constant pain from torn ligaments or nagging tendinitis and bothersome joint pain? Say goodbye to endless medications and invasive surgeries. Go BioTarget Regenerative Treatment is available only at Injury Care Centers. Their innovative approach helps you recover faster and get back to doing what you love without drugs or surgery. Don't just treat the symptoms, target the root cause with BioTarget. Visit GoBioTarget.com to learn more and schedule your appointment today.
Hey, it's Hicken with 1010XL. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is currently hiring for police, corrections, 911 dispatchers, and various civilian jobs. And for a limited time, JSO offering a hiring incentive up to $10,000 for police and corrections applicants. Details available at joinjso.com. Start your journey as a law enforcement professional, helping us drive down crime and foster positive relationships with citizens. If you're ready to be part of the solution, apply now. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is an equal opportunity, equal access employer.
Outstanding Scholar athletes take pride in hitting the field and the books. That's why 1010XL salutes the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Wednesdays on The Franchi Show.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather starting to turn for the better, look ahead. Get that backyard ready for spring with a new screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are best in the business. If you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden chance to score a deal that will make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors. Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road and in McClenny.
Coastal Equipment.
Atlantic Self Storage, the official storage partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Garage getting too full with stuff? Need a place to park your boat or RV? Store it all at Atlantic Self Storage. Tons of locations in Northeast Florida. 24-hour access and month-to-month rental agreements. Moving, they can help with supplies. Heading to the Players? Look for the storage locker and free bag check at the Fan Gift Shop courtesy of Atlantic Self Storage. Go to AtlanticSelfStorage.com to find the location and move-in special closest to you.
Your AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Superior Fence and Rail knows about exceptional customer service. From the first call to the final inspection, Superior's team provides first-class care with great communication, friendly installers, and quality fence products. There's a reason why Superior is the top-rated fence company in Jacksonville. So get off the fence and call Superior Fence and Rail for your new fence today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
The Players Championship. Now, here's a 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Leaderboard Update.
I'm Molly McDonald with the Players Championship Update, brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting and First Coast Honda Dealers. A look into some of the favorite tee times today at round 1 at the Players' Championship. Scotty Scheffler, 140. Rory McIlroy, 835. Xander Schauffele, 824. Justin Thomas, 140. Max Homa, 129. Victor Hovland, 835. Scotty Scheffler is one of the favorites, was successful last week winning the Arnold Palmer where he won because of his hot putter. He talks about his new putter and how it has helped him.
It's good to see where I'm at with my process, and the thing that I appreciated the most was Thursday I got off to a really bad start on the greens, missed a few putts I should have made early in the round, and what I was most proud of last week was how I bounced back to things not going how I expected them to. It's not like the whole week I just showed up and I made every putt. I was up a few strokes in putting, but I'm most proud of how I stuck to the process and bounced back from those kind of little mistakes.
Your next update from the Players in 20 minutes.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. We're off. I know, right? Time for the 10-minute drill as we go through some of the other topics from around the sports world. The 10-minute drill is brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings. They've made my garage look absolutely spectacular. I ate breakfast off of it before I came in today. Terrific customer, sir. I've never dealt with anybody that sends you constant updates on what they're going to do and where they're going to be and when they'll be there. And every single time it was just right to the point. Made the whole process easier, bang-up job, and a company you can trust. It's Jack's Concrete Coatings. What you got, Hick? What's in your world today? What's rocking you outside of the Jaguars failing to corral Calvin Ridley? And then I'll just let it go. The frustration of Balky will consume you if you let it.
I listen, it's a great day out here. Obviously, we're starting the Players. I'm kind of in the golf mood right now, kind of in the watching some of the guys and thinking about the guys going off early this morning who are teeing off right now. And it is very still. And the course will be a little, damp, and so it's perfect scoring conditions.
There'll be a 64 this morning, Dan.
64. You like to even go? Yeah, I like to go one step farther.
63 is the record, right?
No. Yes, right.
Yeah, I can't predict
the
record, but
unless somebody could get hot and do it. I don't know the pin placements and such, but it's
so
perfect.
Soft.
It's
perfect.
Soft
right now. The greens are going to hold. It's
Yeah.
damp. It's calm.
Whoever's hot and is firing at pins.
Not a breath of wind.
Not a breath.
It's a big advantage today, other than maybe unless you don't like it, just a little bit chilly. But walking around, it won't even feel that.
You'll be.
It is a big advantage to being first off the tee today. To
Yeah.
be in the first. There's also this, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a small thing, Hick. I'm not going to tell you it's a big. Go putt the second green, the first one off the course, and then go putt the second green when it's 3:30 in the afternoon.
Right.
And you've had 100 golfers trampsing and traipsing all over. It bumps it and moves it. Not enough to, change the outcomes of tournaments, but maybe the outcomes of putts here or there. So I really think today, as we sit here, as just dead still calm as it is, as wet and receptive and soft as the greens must be, that this is a prime scoring window here in the AM. And they do a great job here, our buddy Tom Alter and the tour, and getting these pairings out there. We got monster pairings in both the morning and afternoon. They're always careful about that.
Tommy's the best in the business of that. Come on now. So, it should be fun. It's going to be a busy day, good crowds out here, great weather. And, again, if you've never made it out here, it's one you should put on your list because it's a neat thing to watch in person and watch these golfers get after it. And when you get to sports – around the clock, we learn all about the negative things, the greed, the insatiable appetite for dollars. But the actual events still remain why we love the games. And this is one of those why I love the game. I love the players. I love watching these guys. I love the best golfers in the world. The ones who aren't here now, I've already forgotten about, and I'm focused on the ones who are here. And I look forward to a star-studded leaderboard, and away we go.
We've seen, also here at the Players, we get the best of the best when it comes to the press conferences, right? I mean, you go play some other events where the stars aren't there, the commissioner never shows up.
Yeah.
So we do get a truer state of affairs when they gather here for the Players. And one thing that I've heard Jay Monahan say this week, Rory doubled down on it yesterday. If these guys could be true to this statement, it would do the game good and the fans would appreciate it. They're dead right about one thing. We are all sick to death about you guys talking about your little quibbles over billions of dollars. Shut up. You're alienated as one fan at a time.
Yeah.
We don't care who you're mad at. We don't care what you think is fair. Again, I couldn't have more bile in the back of my throat than watching this little Xander Schauffele run his mouth yesterday about how he's been treated unfairly. It's just nauseating, man.
I get a kick out of switching gears, the NFL, a lot of the tampering accusations are going back and forth. I saw one with Kirk Cousins. I saw another one with somebody else denying tampering charges. There's actually a tampering window now.
Now we're going to have pre-tampering tampering.
I mean, so let's just admit what we do, and it's a free-for-all, and I know everybody can't, but to enforce those rules would be almost next to impossible, I suspect. So, but yeah, the tampering, pre-tampering, tampering before the tampering
Why
continues.
not just open it up? As soon as the season ends, you're a free agent if you're a free agent.
Well,
go ahead and strike, and that way the bad teams that have been, they can go ahead and get an early start.
I would think it's because of the marketing genius of the NFL, which they have the calendar chock full of off-season stuff to keep everyone like us talking about it, right? So, Florida State won its basketball game yesterday in conference hoops, so they get to live for another day.
That's a nice win. Virginia Tech was on the bubble. You know, that's a team that had some urgency
Yeah.
there, and you see that a lot this time of year. I say something else that happens, and be wary of this in March Madness. How many times you see a team that's either really hot and they go right out, or you see a team that's really been struggling? Like the Gators, one of the Gators teams kind of struggled.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit down the second half. Not the one that won all the 17, 18, or maybe that team even struggled by the end. But I wouldn't buy too much into who's hot and who's cold. But I'll sell you one basketball power, and I know they were missing 2 players yesterday. Shame on the AP rankings and the coaches poll for keeping Kansas overly inflated all year. They got run out of the gym by Cincinnati last night. Kansas is 22-10.
Yeah.
22-10.
They have not had a good year.
No, they were
highly picked. I mean,
they never moved them down.
When
they were
the
in the top
Dickinson
10.
kid transferred from Michigan, everybody kind of made them a national championship contender big time. Like they were one of the top. I bet if you go back and look pre-season, Vegas would have had them in the top 4 for sure, right?
Yeah.
And they don't look like that at all.
Yeah, well, yesterday probably without their 2 best players, Dickinson, also McCullough out, but still they got beat by like 20 by Cincinnati, and they've lost game.
What will their seed be?
That's where the unfairness comes in. Now they have played a brutal schedule, but they shouldn't be any higher than a 7. They should be about where Florida is.
Yeah, but they'll be higher.
They will, maybe a 5
or lower. Which is it?
I don't
Have we ever determined that?
No, we never have.
Can we get an official ruling
I don't
on
think we can.
Higher seed versus lower seed?
I don't think there is an official ruling.
You can go either way.
Yeah.
It's just kind of confusing, quite frankly.
It really should be I guess it's the lower by number, but it's the higher by chance. It's ridiculous. Why do you have to throw that in there?
Well, because
Kansas, by the way,
sits with me.
Remember Kansas had that unbelievable streak of winning the Big Ten, at least sharing it?
Yes.
I mean, Big 12?
Yes.
Wasn't it like 18 years in a row
Kansas
or something?
had that streak, and then Carolina had the Sweet 16 streak.
Yeah, but Kansas
back
streak,
in the day.
Kansas streak got busted this year. Houston won that league.
They out.
Yeah, Houston won that league, and Houston's the best team in that league. And
Houston annihilated Kansas.
Much like the Scheffler consensus that seems to be gathering here.
I'm sorry, Schefter?
Scheffler, I said.
Oh.
Yeah. I said Scheffler.
You mean Scotty?
Of course.
Not Adam.
No, he's a gray.
All right.
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the consensus. And there's also a pretty good consensus who the top 4 teams are.
Oh, yeah.
There's a real good
Why?
consensus.
Let me ask you a
I'm not
question.
saying it's right or wrong, but it's UConn, Purdue, Tennessee, and Houston.
I'm just curious about this one thing.
Which of the 4 would you rather play?
Who are they?
Tennessee, UConn, Houston, and
Purdue.
Purdue. That's probably your answer, by the way. Purdue's your answer.
Yeah, I don't have a great with all due respect to our friend Charlton K. Gainey, I just watched Kentucky go into Knoxville and beat that A.
And I watched us go into Knoxville and get that A beat.
Yeah.
We don't play enough defense to beat anybody. I mean,
and that was on a night where Connect had a bunch of points. I would assume I would say UConn I don't want to play first. I think I'd put Houston second, Tennessee third, and Purdue fourth.
Yeah, I'd play.
That's how I would do it.
I'd play Purdue only because they have a history of blowing it, right?
Yeah. I don't know much about Purdue.
But there's also the do factor. Purdue probably should make a Final Four here at some point, shouldn't they?
You better study up because you
have a
got
lot
to turn
of
in your
years.
sheet next week.
Don't worry about it. I'm straight.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You're
Don't
straight.
worry
Like
about
you're, you'll be spinning the wheel twice here in the next couple weeks.
You would know a little something about spinning the wheel, wouldn't you?
Uh-huh. Yes, I would.
Taunting you. Time to play. You make the call.
I'm ready.
I have 4 NFL rules proposals.
Okay, give them to me.
I want you to tell me which one you prefer.
All right.
The Eagles proposing an alternative to the onside kick.
I like that one.
I like it too.
4th and 20?
4th and 20 from your own 20. If you want to go, go. And if you turn it over, you turn it over there. It's so much better.
And it'd be one where you got to go.
And
right?
I like it better than just because. It's
onside kicks
it's just
are
more fun.
99 point.
Yeah.
They're next to impossible to get. 4th and 20 you can get. Especially if you got a great quarterback. Oh, man.
All right, the Lions are proposing. You know how it is now with the challenges, you get 2.
Okay.
If you get them both right, you get a third.
Okay.
The Lions are proposing if you get one of the 2 right, you get a third.
I don't need more stoppage of time. No.
I
hate any of that
Okay,
stuff.
so that's out. So far, the onside kick.
I'm in with the onside kick.
They've been kicking around this onside kick idea for a few years.
Well, it's like the spring
USFL,
football leagues do it.
They need to do it though. It's an exciting play.
Yeah.
All right. And by the way, it also makes it more fair that if you're some team that luckily recovers an onside kick, although I guess you would be about the same part of the field because you got to go 20 yards for the first. Never mind.
Right.
The Colts are proposing a change that would allow a coach or replay official to challenge any foul that's been called inside of 2 minutes, rather than just waiting for them. That doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
You're saying that that New York can't spot it as quickly as you are.
Well, they can't. They're morons too, and they screw it up. But I just, again, I'm not looking. Can I help all these like refereeing with a Dan proposal?
Okay.
Put a chip in the football. Let's get rid of the markers and everything.
I don't know why they won't do that.
I mean, can we just do that?
I don't know why they won't do it.
It's really simple.
It really makes no sense.
Just put a chip in, then we know where the ball's spotted. We know where first down. We can speed up the game a little bit. Let's go.
We've talked about tennis, right, and how awesome that is. You find it right away. There's others. When you watch the golf this weekend, what's that great? You can see that track.
Yeah.
I mean, technology's there, and this archaic NFL won't use it.
Yeah, NFL.
Just put around the circumference of the ball, the whole entire skin. Make the skin of the ball.
Whatever it is, however you got to do it.
It's not hard.
It's fixable.
It's really not hard.
Yeah, that's Dan's proposal.
They won't do it.
They won't do it.
It's crazy.
What's the fourth one?
2 more bylaws.
Oh, 2 more. That's 5.
It's to push the trade deadline back. One proposal from week 8 to week 9, and then you got other teams that are proposing to move it from week 8 to week 10. I think the later the better. Week 10.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why do they?
I'm okay with that.
It's dumb to me that they do it midway through. Could you imagine other sports if they did it midway through?
Yeah.
You don't have time to really.
Well, do we want more trades or less trades?
I want more.
Okay.
Yeah, I want more. And plus, by the way, that allows other teams to get out of it and make deals.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be able to get more in return.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that one.
All right.
There you go.
Is that it?
Rules changes. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going with the onside kick, right?
Onside kick is a slam dunk.
I like that onside kick just because it sounds like a fun play. Never mind, it makes more sense.
Until we get beat by it.
Boy, if you get beat by 4th and 20, you know who doesn't want it? The Bills against the Chiefs.
Anybody that the Chiefs are playing, anybody that the Bills are playing does not want 4th and 20. The Bengals. But you got that big, strong, quick, elusive quarterback back there, 4th and 20. Because what you do then, I wonder how you would defend it. Do you just put everybody on that yard line, but then you're taking the risk of guys running passion and going for broke and trying to hit the deep one. Yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting.
You're not going to employ the strategy that Florida did at Missouri.
That would be a bad strategy.
4th and 18.
Although he didn't get 20.
He got 19?
They didn't get dang 20.
Who's a receiver for Missouri that was so good, like a top recruit?
That's
is it Burden?
Luther Ticky Burden.
Is he still at Missouri?
Yeah, he's back for one more.
Okay, so I was wondering. I haven't seen any buzz around him in the NFL. So
no, Mizzou's good.
This is a good year for receivers. The Jacks need to go receiver. At some point, I think.
Well, for sure now, especially.
Yeah.
But you can get
got to hit on one. There's some good ones.
There's some good ones.
It's a good receiver year.
Yeah, it'll be.
I'll take Ricky Pearsall round 3 right now if I could get him.
He won't be there in round 3.
Yeah, maybe. We always say that. We have about 100 guys we're saying won't be there in round 3.
We do?
I think so.
Well, then that would be factually incorrect.
Well, exactly.
Mathematically, it would be incorrect.
Yeah, mathematically, you can only squeeze
32
64 in
teams,
there.
64 picks. So round 3 would be 65 and down, and 100 would not make sense. So we'll see.
Very well said.
All right, we got some razzle-dazzle to give away. What is that, sir?
A pair of tickets to see Rain, a musical mystery tour, and a Beatles tribute at the Thrasher Horn Center. That's
It's interesting that it's called Rain because I think of Purple Rain when I hear that.
I don't think of the Beatles at all.
But yet, Rain is good.
Is it R-E-I-G-N?
It must be A-I-N.
R-A-I-N.
No one really knows, but
See
I know
what I'm
this.
saying?
I know this. It's a magical mystery.
I will say this, as the 10-minute drill brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings, I wish I could get you one of their services for free, but I'll tell you, as a consumer, very affordable and worth the upgrade for your garage, patio, outdoor space. It's Jack's Concrete Coatings. All right, we're back. We'll talk with Doc Kevin Murphy. Much more fun ahead on a Thursday edition of The Drill. Balls in the air for the first time. First tee times have now been sit out on the course, 7:40 this morning. We're live at the Players on a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Play 1010XL Fantasy Golf at the Players.
What a week.
Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. If your golfers score the lowest at TPC Sawgrass, win $1,000 of jewelry from Beard's Diamonds. Enter at 1010XL.com.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Flowers are for more than just romance. Why not celebrate your mom's infectious laugh, or your sister's new job, or any occasion, just because, with a beautifully handcrafted arrangement from spencersflorist.com. March is the perfect time to bring a burst of happiness to the special people in your life. At Spencer's Designer Florist, each bloom tells a story, and they'll help you say it without saying a word. Visit spencersflorist.com.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. It's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad, his guys from here taking care of people who live here, people like me. The Hickens needed a new bathroom. They called Lockhart Construction. Lockhart Construction came. Lockhart Construction conquered. Lockhart Construction kicked A. And if you have some remodeling, if you want a new home, give the Lockhart family a call. Their family gives your family a better living experience. I like to say we unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. So no job too big, no job too small. And I really mean that, inside or out. If you have a construction thought, need, idea, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. He's 994-3865. Shane Lockhart and Lockhart Construction. 994-3865.
Get ready for the Players Championship, March 12th through 17th at TPC Sawgrass. Don't miss your chance to watch the PGA Tour's best compete to etch their name in history while enjoying a vibrant social scene. From local bites to the latest merchandise available in the PGA Tour fan shop, the Players offers the ultimate experience for everyone to enjoy. Secure your spot today. Tickets are on sale now at theplayers.com.
Trivia enthusiasts, Tuesday night is your night. Gather your team and join us at Players Grill in Mandarin or Miramar for the ultimate trivia showdown. It's a whole lot of fun every Tuesday starting at 7 p.m. Are you ready to prove you're the trivia champions? Players Grill, where the neighborhood meets.
Your Jags and the NFL. Jaguars today. Get personal with your favorite NFL team.
From the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute studios.
Jaguars today, every weekday from 10 to noon with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony on 1010XL.
We're in Florida, and pest problems are persistent. Want them gone? Mission accomplished with Mission Pest Solutions. Veteran and locally owned and operated, Mission Pest will blow your mind with their communication and response time for all your pest, termite, and mosquito needs. Text or call 904-944-PEST. You'll speak directly with the owners. Mention 1010XL when you call 944-PEST. You'll get 25% off your initial pest or termite protection service. Mission accomplished with Mission Pest Solutions.
Yo, it's your boy E.T. And if you're still in the market for a sportsbook to call home, bet that nonstop action of the madness with MyBookie. MyBookie is your one stop for all your sports betting and casino needs, complete with real-life Vegas experience right from that cellular device of yours. Take your viewing experience to the next level with real-time live betting that lets you stream and bet the games right from the comfort of the crib. Sign up now and take advantage of the generous welcome bonus on your first deposit, all the way up to $1,000. Put in $200, get $3. Ready to play instantly using promo code 1010XL. And the fun don't stop there. You'll get up-to-the-minute odds, props, and this week's expert predictions to help you dictate where to put that cash at. And the best part about MyBookie, you can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Did you know Prime Roofing manufactures, fabricates, and installs their metal roofs? If you're thinking about a metal roof, think Prime Roofing. Schedule an estimate today at primeroofingfl.com. That's primeroofingfl.com.
The Players Championship. Now, here's a 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Leaderboard update.
This Players Championship update brought to you by JTM Comfort Services and Performance Painting. Down at the Players Championship at TPC Sawgrass, it's a nice 55 degrees, partly cloudy with a 0% chance of rain. Teeing off first this morning at 7:40 in Group 1 is Ryan Moore, Chesson Hadley, and Zach Blair. Starting on the back nine at 7:40 is Troy Merritt, Taylor Pendrith, and Taylor Montgomery. Teeing off next at 7:51 is Brandon Wu, Ben Taylor, and Carson Yun. Starting on the back nine is Michael Kim, Aaron Ryan, and Carl Yun. Your next update from the players in 20 minutes.
It's March basketball. That means a host of top teams will be competing for the NCAA title. When it comes to commercial painters, there's also some healthy competition out there. Jason Parker with Performance Painting. To help you know the right questions to ask any painter competing for your business this year, visit performancepaintingjacks.com. Or if you're ready for a friendly quote, give us a call and ask about our free pressure wash promotion for your next project. Performance Painting, quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting. 1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF, the Jacksonville Icemen, and Northeast Florida area high schools.
My upper extremities are frozen right now, so I'll have to ask Doc Murphy some advice on how to stay warm. I might break into song and ask Mr. Golden Sun to please shine down on me if this thing doesn't. I kid because I care.
Settle down, Barty.
We got our friend Dr. Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, the best in the business. Doc, how's the week going for you?
It's going. It's a little different for me.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
As you know.
Yeah.
My morning routine's been shuffled a little
Oh,
bit.
I like that. I like that. I'm chock full of questions
Doc,
that I'll ask the next time I see you, Doc.
Well, and maybe can we talk about this next Thursday, Doc, or no?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Next Thursday we can. We're just trying to save public, serve the public health right now. We don't want to create any sort of stampede. We'll fill in all these little kind of these little mysteries, comments that we're making coming up. Doc, you know what I've determined? I've determined that the kiss of death for sports fan is whenever your athlete, whenever your important player utters these two words, second opinion. And when my guy gets on a plane and flies to California, you may as well go ahead and put him on the 90-day DL for me. I mean, that's it. It's over. Right? I mean, Doc, these guys aren't going over to some little corner drugstore where, the doctor has been practicing for the last 60 years. They're going to the best of the best right out of the gates, no?
Yeah, we're fun to see. Dr. Elatrosh has kind of developed this reputation of handling a lot of these baseball players. And the likelihood is that they're going to need fixed.
And we're talking about Garrett Cole, who snuck off to L.A. and was spotted at LAX by the paparazzi. He's been having elbow discomfort this spring, and he wants second opinions and such. And usually, Doc, that means that we've read something that you don't want to hear. It would be my guess off of the MRI, which he's had. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. He's had an MRI, and somebody's probably told him he needs Tommy John surgery, or they told him he didn't, one of the two. And
right.
He's trying to get the opinion from the guy who seemingly does more than most. So reasonable to do, but yeah, it's a problem. He wouldn't be flying out there if his elbow was, hey, take a couple days off and get back at it kind of thing.
And, Doc, he's not alone. I got Jacob deGrom, Garrett Cole, Sandy Alcantara, Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer, Shane McClanahan, Kodai Senga, Walker Buehler, Clayton Kershaw, Brandon Woodruff, Kyle Bradish, Lucas Giolito are all out for the beginning, if not more, of the 24 season. So
a bunch of all-stars on that list.
That's a lot of big, important names that aren't playing. So, and those are all pitchers, by the way, and those are all having shoulder, elbow situations. And I don't think it's any different any other year. It just happens to be some bigger names this year.
Doc, let me ask you a question.
I don't know if it's more than usual, but to your point, there's a lot of guys that are named guys that are having trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
Doc, and again, I am not, by the way, downing the notions of second opinions, especially when it comes to more day-to-day life, normal people stuff when you're getting diagnoses. But when you're talking about professional sports, I mean, I always have the assumption that Garrett Cole is getting like the most expert look you can get.
Right.
So my question for you is, at that level, I'm not talking about Gen Pop and getting a second opinion on any disease diagnosis or anything else. I'm talking about at the professional sports level. How successful is the second opinion for these guys? You know what I mean? Like, how many times does the second opinion at that level take you from not playing to playing or playing to not playing?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get a different opinion, to your point. I think most of the guys that take care of sports teams are pretty skilled at it and pretty used to this. So, guys, he didn't like the opinion, or he's trying to get a guy who has done more of that surgery for his agent to say, yeah, this guy may do it better and a better result for you.
Hick, has Cole had Tommy John before?
I don't think so. Yeah, but I don't know.
He was the most used pitcher. He was the most reliable pitcher in baseball last year. He made 30-something, 35 starts. He 2.63 ERA. It was a unanimous side. He should have been. I don't know if he was. So
I almost wonder, Doc, and I don't know if there have been. I'm sure there have been studies about pitching and such, and I almost wonder if you pitch for X amount of time, at some point you're going to have. Not necessarily Tommy John, but you're going to have to deal with something, an injury to the shoulder or the arm, I would think.
Well, there's a high percentage of pitchers who have problems. I think it's more now than it was before. And I think a lot of that is these guys start throwing hard and throwing all year round at a really early age. So cumulatively, they've thrown so many pitches that it just takes a toll on their arms. And it's more than it used to be.
I mean, I can't put a fan belt in my car, Doc, the first day I get it, and it still be running and not frayed in 7 years. I mean, what today's athlete puts his or her body through, and for as long as they do it, I mean, inevitably stuff is.
Hey, Doc, I got one for you. The Jags signed Mitch Morse, which to play center for them, and he got through last year unscathed, but he does have a history of concussions. So I guess there's nothing, but there's really, is there anything you can do, or what happens if he has another one?
Send him to Tua camp. He had a great year. He learned how to fall. He did judo.
Jiu-jitsu.
Well, as the analogy Jeff made was really good about the throwers, and it's similar to the brain injuries. We don't have a great way to assess that, but
right.
We do know that if you get multiple concussions, your risk of having problems later in life are higher. So that's when you get a certain number, you say, hey, it's time for you to find something else to do.
Well, Doc, they say, and I'm reading this article, he suffered his 6th documented concussion in December of 22, December 17th. So he missed one game on the last one, but boy, that's documented. That's a lot. That's a lot of.
Doc, are we going to get to a point where when guys have had concussions that you can do anything like either preventatively or otherwise when it comes to CTE? Because that seems to now be the biggest looming threat of multiple concussions, is that we're finding out, post-mortem often that these guys are suffering from CTE. I'm sure they're researching. Is it plausible that at some point after a human being goes through that many concussions, there'll be something, proactive that could stop, ultimately some of the effects, or no?
Well, I hope so. There's regenerative type things being looked at there as well, but it certainly is not on the front end of the near future.
Doc, I've never seen this before.
What's that?
What the hell Twilight Zone happened in Kansas City that I got like 12 people getting amputations from frostbite? We've been playing games and 0 tips forever. Or is this just finally the media decided to give us a story of? Is this happening every time, Doc?
Some of them crazy fans, they take them shirts off and jump around.
But my point, and I agree. My point is this has been going on since we were 5.
Yeah.
I've been watching Denver and their fat Bronco guys since I was a kid.
That was a cold night out there.
Doc, I guess my question is, did what happened in Kansas City in that playoff game, and again, these reports of, did I read 11?
I don't know the number, but there were multiple.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that happening, and this is the first time it's been reported, or something Twilight Zone-ish go down out there?
Yeah, that's an odd one. I'd never heard that. I've been at, Steeler games in Pittsburgh where it's really freezing cold and feeling my toes going numb and the whole thing, but I've never heard of people getting amputations from it. That's an odd one.
Well, in other news, I'm getting my toes cut off tomorrow after this week here at the Players.
It's been a cold one. Doc, we love you, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Doc.
All right, there he goes.
Next Thursday will be fun, a fun conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Doc has interesting living arrangements this week. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah, we'll share it with you next week. That's Dr. Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, se-ortho.com for all your orthopedic needs. We go from one Murphy to the other.
We got to take a break. We'll come back to this one, right?
Yep.
All right. Daniel Murphy standing by with us. We'll
In
chat
the
with him.
hoose.
You love this week, don't you, Daniel?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
All right. That and more on a custom
Dynamite drop in, Danny.
Thursday.
That's a tease for you.
You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
When the sun goes down, Hacker is up.
Who is that guy?
Ryan the Hacker Green.
You're one of our very special people here.
He'll tell you about tonight's games and hot topics. Hacker After Dark, right after Rick Ballou. Evenings on 1010XL.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, folks like me think like this, man. We pay a lot of money monthly, right? We start adding up those premiums in our mind. So if something happens, man, we need you to be there. That's what the Kaproskis do. Craig and Chris team up to take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care, I mean it. It's called customer service. They don't take it lightly. Something happens, you call the Kaproskis, they answer, right? If they don't, they call you right back. How do I know this? Because they've done it with me on numerous occasions. They've done it with my daughter. They've done it with my son. If you need homeowners, auto, flood, boat insurance, small business, the Kaproskis will be there for you at your time of need. Get an insurance checkup today. Easy to get a hold of them. Craig.Kaproski, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I, at goosehead.com, or you can call 478-8422, 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaproski are part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Did you hear what's happening? Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are spring cleaning. New inventory on the ground means we need to make more room. Take advantage of huge savings on thousands of vehicles priced to sell. New and pre-owned prices have been reduced, and all sales associates have been instructed to give maximum value on all trades. But you better hurry. The best deals go first. Head to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville to take advantage of our spring cleaning sale. We're here to wow you.
Ready for a heating and air company that's just as local as your favorite coffee shop? That's Bolt City Heating and Air. Jacksonville grown, family owned and operated, and not bought out by the out-of-town big guys. And with transparent pricing, you'll know the costs up front, with options to choose from, backed by Bolt City's satisfaction guarantee. And rest assured, Bolt City Techs will treat your home with white glove service. You can be comfortable today. Visit BoltCityAC.com.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Looking for affordable tires without sacrificing quality? Well, look no further than Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Whether you're preparing for travel or simply need a fresh set of wheels, they're rolling out fantastic deals on tires for all their valued customers. Visit the website at BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 today to schedule an appointment at any of their 5 locations. That's BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaproski at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskis are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaproski are the answer. Craig.Kaproski at Goosehead.com.
The Players' Championship. Now, here's a 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Leaderboard Update.
I'm Molly McDonald with this Players' Championship update, brought to you by Beaver Auto and Sawgrass Asset Management. Troy Merritt, who started on the back nine, birdied hole number 10 and is currently sitting at 1 under. Group 3 has teed off, including Alex Noren, Thomas Gentry, and Joseph Bramlett. Christian Benzadenhu and Min Woo Lee and Joel Damahan are on the back nine. Your next update from the players in 20 minutes.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
here at TBC Sawgrass. First round is underway. You'll get live scoring updates every time you turn around here on 1010XL for the next few days as we keep you caught up. The Murphy Power Hour is
brought to you by ITB Partners. Daniel in the house here.
Location. Murph, I'm curious if your golf fandom has increased as you play more and more golf.
Yeah, much. Yeah, we came out here a couple years ago to watch the guys play at the tournament, and after watching a move, I swung the golf club better for like 2 days.
Yeah,
just after
it's true.
I
you can't do that.
Watching the move.
Yeah, they do. And listen, for me, not the untrained athletic eye, they make it, and it's like a baseball swing.
It's very similar.
You guys make it look so easy, and it's so hard, and they don't even look like they're swinging hard.
Like the ball just gets in the way of their club.
Oh, God.
There's so many similarities between the baseball and the golf swing. In fact, I did a story with Jeff Clark's teacher years ago, and as part of him training me, before we got going, he was asking about my background and sports I played and yada, 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 and he shows me side by side Tiger Woods just before impact and Barry Bonds just before impact, and it is a mirror. I mean, the straight front leg, the
lower
behind
body.
the ball, the holding the hands.
But how do
straight
you?
front arm.
Yeah.
How do you like? We had this kid in yesterday, Miles Russell, local kid. He's a young guy, 15.
A lot of achievements already.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
He can't keep up with the.
So I said, Miles, if you uncork a drive, what do you get? And he's a little dude, right? He's 14 or 15, just turned 15.
And he's small in stature.
Yeah, he's like, what do we say, 5'6", 5'7"?
Yeah, 5'6",
130
pounds.
And light.
Yeah,
300 yards. 300 yards.
That's all.
If I get a hold of one, 300 yards.
Nice miss.
And he's going to keep. I mean, so he'll be, even if he's like 5'9", 160, though, he'll come out here and uncork him.
Is it as simple in baseball as it is in golf that if you swing faster, you hit further? Is it that simple?
If you're
it's
accurate.
the same correlation.
Yes.
Because golf, that's all it is. They
swing speed.
They
now,
put these dudes in the lab when they're kids.
Yeah.
And they teach them to swing hard.
Yeah.
The faster you swing, the further it goes.
I do wonder though. Like, there's still like, so they take this kid. So this kid, I'll use him as an example. We're talking to him, and his grandpa or his dad takes him out to the golf course. He's 3 or 4 years old, and they put a golf club in his hand and
broke 90 at 5.
And he swings it and he hits the ball. And I'm telling you, Grandpa and Dad did one of these.
It's a prodigy,
right? I mean, they had to,
for
right?
sure.
And then he said, "Do that again, Miles."
Right.
Whack.
It's just like an 8-year-old going to college or a violin playing 3-year-old. That's what it is.
I'm just saying. So there's something, you know, there's a natural thing about it. It has to be. It's just like with baseball. You'll take a kid and you'll see and you'll go, "Oh my gosh, what a swing!"
Yeah, and then you add that some of the natural ability that you have, and then you keep hitting golf balls from that. I mean, if you're hitting golf balls at 3 and he's shooting in the 80s at 5, and he's 15 now, he's been doing it for a decade.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And by the way,
without much failure.
Hey, I was talking. I will say this about the kid too. I was talking to somebody I know yesterday who knows the family. This kid is committed. It ain't. He said one time he was playing in Atlantic Beach, and he was starting out, and the kid was in the bunker hitting balls out of the bunker. He got done with 9 holes. Kid was in the same bunker. He finished his other 9. Kid was still working on his short game. Like, he spends
hours
all day. So
by the
he
way,
puts in the work, man.
By the way, I don't care what level of golfer you are. If you go work on your game for 5 hours a day, you will shoot 15 shots less in 6 months.
Yeah, you'll get better.
I've done it before. I mean,
and it sounds like
you don't have the time, but when you do, it works. Why am I not here anymore?
It
What's
sounds
going
like
on?
he really enjoys the work and not even work for him to play. Like,
Right.
I'm going to play in the bunker today.
Right.
I'm going to play in the fairway.
Yes.
I'm going to play off the tee box.
And there's something I mean, he loves the game. And to be successful at this level, for like you, and you got to love the game.
Yeah, because that's what you're going to come out every day. And the more you're curious about it, the more you want to learn and explore. And I heard you talking about him, like his temperament.
Yes.
And he sounds like he's learned and learning at a very young age.
Yes.
Even more so in golf, and I think the similarities to baseball, all sports, but those specifically, that if you make a bad shot or a good shot, your job is to take as much meat and gold as you can from that good shot, or even a bad shot, and leave the rest of behind you so you can get ready for the next shot.
It's like a bat.
I was watching that.
Pitch.
I was watching that.
Pitch.
I told you I was watching that full swing thing.
Yeah.
I did not know this. So Wyndham Clark, who has suddenly become a top 10 player in the world.
For sure.
Won a major.
And he's, by the way, he's up there. That's a guy that none of us have mentioned this week. He could be a sleeper.
Yeah. He came up through the juniors as a really good player, right? Hothead. And so they're showing the video of him on tour. And I mean,
when he first started, yeah.
I mean,
I think he may have even gotten like a suspension
like one, he chips is uphill onto the green. It doesn't quite make the green and rolls all the way back down. He took that club on his back, bam, bam, bam. I mean, he is hot. And so the caddy finally said to him, he said, Wyndham, we're at the point now you're going to go one or two ways. You can either become a great player or you can go the other way. And he hit on a sports psychologist lady, and she opened up a whole – and, I mean, his game changed overnight. He won, Quail Hollow?
Yeah.
Wells Fargo, and then he won a major.
Won the U.S. Open.
And now he's in contention every week, seemingly. But it's the mental part of golf and baseball, which is a game of failure, there's got to be some similarities.
By far, to me, the two most similar sports.
So tell me how you handle.
So when Wyndham chips that ball up there and it comes rolling back to him like a civilian, like me, well, there's all manner of things that he wants to do and say, and that's completely reasonable. But at the same time, if you're still thinking about the shot before you, you're not fully present for the shot.
We all do that in golf.
That's that's just, you can't be in two places at once. I've learned that.
Right.
And so when I'll talk to, especially the kids or that I coach or other ones when it comes to at bats is, again, take as much as you can from the pitch, but you have to get ready for the next pitch because and there's also new rules.
Yes.
It's now 2-0 or you're trying to chip this in for par.
Right.
And now I have to get ready for this shot.
Did you always have that or was that learned by you? Huh?
Well, I had to get out a lot. I wanted to get hits, all of them. And I started thinking, if I'm angry at the umpire and I feel aggrieved or I think that this guy isn't treating me properly or whatever it may be, I'm not fully present for this pitch.
Right.
And if I'm not fully present, I'm not going to be able to go as fast as I want or execute the plan that I'm trying to.
Who did you didn't ever work with a sports psychologist, did you?
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. You and Jesus had some talks?
Me and Jesus.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he has a way of, pressing in the areas you don't want. But
that's a good one.
It really, as far as the sports psychology part of it, I just feel like I watched other players like David Wright and just learned that in order to be fully present for what you're asking yourself to do, you have to leave the stuff behind you.
Right.
And you're just there for that one pitch, that one swing, all in, release the result, and then when it's done, you get ready for the next one.
Yeah. And
how do you approach watching the players, Daniel, when you come out here and about? Are you go sit somewhere and wander all around? Do you have a plan of a certain guy that you want to follow and watch, or do you kind of pick one up and go with him for a while, or are we going out there with, I guess it's simple. Are we going out there with a plan or no plan?
No plan now. The plan was to find you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a big no plan guy when it comes to the players.
And then once
get out there and about, ride a hot golfer for a hole or two, find a good spot you like to stand for a hole or two.
I think a couple years ago we came out with no plan and then watched Russell Knox, JU grad, for about the back nine for about 4 or 5 holes. So if I catch somebody on the golf course I want to follow, then we'll do that.
By the way, clear something up because we think in terms of the history, and the history is every year. There was a course record set here last year.
62?
Yeah. Who did it?
It wasn't Scheffler?
No.
Was it? It wasn't my favorite golfer, was it?
No. It's a guy who's good golfer, but he doesn't win. But 10 birdies and 8 pars last year. See, it's amazing how we can't think
Russell
of
Henley type guy, he's won some. I mean, it's hard to say good, but doesn't win. They all win
His
some.
last name rhymes with 1 over par on the hole.
Hoagie. Oh, yeah. Yes. Tom Hoagie. No, I would never have remembered.
I know.
Yeah, never.
Tom Hoagie shot a 62.
What did he end up for the week?
He had a good tournament. Because I remember I put him in one of my picks pools this year because he plays well here.
Yeah.
So,
they're all playing for second if Scheffler putts. And here's the scary thing about Scheffler, man. I bet you it's like you guys also, to use a baseball analogy. You be in a slump, you try a new bat, you hit a home run, it's the bat. This guy has got a new putter, new mallet head putter, and putts great with it the first week. That's extra dangerous for the rest of them. Don't let this guy believe this putter's magic. They won't catch him for a couple of months.
Wait a minute. You've taught us our whole lives it's not the bat.
No, it's not. But sometimes
you can fool yourself.
Well, sometimes if you're a left-handed hitter and you pick up a right-handed bat, then you need to switch.
And you've told us before you picked up someone else's bat, right? Didn't you tell us there's a story? If you get cold, you go for someone else's bat, or
just go in the box. Everybody's got their bats in there. You got 2 or 3, and you look at yours, and it's got your name on it. It's like, this one isn't working properly. I just snag somebody else.
Now, same measurements?
It don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Depends how you're going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depends how you're going.
Well, you know the mad scientist right now. He's taking a mallet up there. He's taking a Ruthian bat and going up there getting his swings.
Yeah, 35-inch N110 Mickey Mantle. That swung a bit, or it swung me.
Do you have a favorite golfer?
Right now, probably watching Scheffler right now, and then I'd like to see how Justin Thomas does. It's kind of the first time in his career where he's been not as elite as we're used to.
He's off to a good start this year. He's trending back that way, but you got to win to be, in that category. So
boy, you forgot how much he struggled last year. He
missed cuts like 6 weeks in a row or something.
He shot an 81 at a major.
Yeah,
I mean, he was,
outside of he flashed and won that PGA. He's been in a long funk, especially in big events.
Yeah,
you felt it a bit at the end of the season last year, almost on the turnaround when he was playing to get ready for the Ryder Cup.
By the way, you need to watch because you went to the Ryder Cup here, right?
Yes, Whistling Straits.
And I watched this Full Swing documentary on Netflix, and they went behind the scenes of the one in Rome this past year, and it is terrific stuff, man. And I mean, I'm happy to report that the Ryder Cup means a lot to even our guys. We know it's always meant a lot to the Euros. And they even chronicled that, Rory remember how he's furious with Joe Macava, the caddy, and then him and Bones got into it.
At this year's, what was that about?
That was about.
Did Joe take a victory?
Cantlay got hot and made like 3 and was going to win because they were killing Cantlay with the hat.
Oh, and he walked through his line.
Yeah, and so Joe stood there a little too long, and Rory said, tell him to move, and then Lowry got ticked.
Yeah,
and so then Lowry lost it on LaCava, and LaCava.
Shane Lowry.
Yeah. And so then it
spilled over into the afters.
Yes.
Into the
and then it got there.
Where is LaCava, by the way? Who's he with? I just saw him the other day.
Well, he was at the Ryder. He just hooked up again with somebody else. I don't know.
It's a decent level. Wasn't like upper tier.
But he caddied in the Ryder Cup for I guess Cantlay. But yeah, it was. They love that event, and I dig that, and it meant so much. Like Keegan Bradley didn't make it. He probably should have. And he was crushed.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you why I tell you one other thing why I got a newfound respect for Keegan Bradley. Because he sat, and the cameras were there, but it was real. He sat there with his kids and was cheering on the U.S. And man,
who was?
Keegan Bradley from his home.
Yeah, from his house.
Big Daddy here wouldn't be doing. Oh, look, he missed one, huh? I guess I would have done okay there.
Yeah, maybe the wrong guy was making that shot.
Yeah, I mean, so it's
fair.
easy to do, so I thought. I like that. I like how much it means to these guys.
Yeah,
so that's
genuine.
Yeah.
Well,
it
I
was
think
genuine.
even when Scotty Scheffler, the one at Whistling, I thought he was kind of him and Kevin Na as well, where you weren't sure who was going to get that last spot. And Kevin really was really kind of lobbying for it because he was playing well at the time. And then
I mean, I can't like it. It doesn't have the length or the tradition, but the World Baseball Classic. When you put on the country, it means something.
It
yes,
did. Yeah,
Venezuela.
I really enjoyed. I
Campeones.
enjoyed doing the USA one. The WBC gives you
better dead than red, friend.
Venezuela. Since when is Venezuela red?
I mean, it's America, boy.
That's you,
America.
man. Shut up. What are you talking about?
Yellow.
But you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a type of baseball that's more intense earlier in the year. So when that leads into opening day, like you get like 3-4 weeks worth of like baseball that you're really
that body
excited
wasn't
about.
used to that.
Oh no, that's why I was on the bench the whole time. The skipper picked Ian Kinsler. He didn't let me run out there that much.
Who was this? Was it DeRosa?
Jimmy Leland.
Jimmy Leland
was our skipper.
Was
this past one was.
Was he
DeRosa.
ripping heaters during?
Yeah, he was landing. Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah. Why
the
not?
whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a skipper.
All right.
We lost Leland, didn't we, or no?
I don't
think
so. I think he just got in the Hall of Fame. Did he not?
Yeah.
You just get in.
So much
Jimmy
for the
Leland
adverse
reminds me of old school guy Earl Weaver. Remember Earl Weaver?
I do. Jimmy Leland reminds me
That's
of a guy who should have been in a 60s TV Western.
Jimmy Leland and
tugging on a Marlboro.
Bonds. They
leading the posse.
He told them bleep, 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 bleep.
What Jimmy? It's in spring training.
Yes.
So you're trying to set the tone and kind of the foundation for the season, and Jimmy's just like, this isn't going to work how you're doing this. So we're going to have a go.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be able to continue this way.
Yeah. That was
He's
good.
got his garbage bag sleeves on that, you know what I'm talking about, Jimmy Leland's got on. He's giving it to Barry. Barry's giving it right back to him.
Hey, let's do this. Let's grab a break.
Yeah, hold on. I got a question
All
first.
right. Because I want to ask Murph about the
Only
Jags,
8:20.
too.
What did who's the Mets' best pitcher?
All time?
No, right now. Like, who's the best pitcher?
Healthy, or it'd be Senga.
Yeah, no, I guess healthy.
Well, it's not Quintana.
Yeah, I was curious. Well, no, and this isn't like a dig
Yeah.
or something. I'm just curious why any major league team would ever trot out their non-best pitcher on opening day. Who is your best? Is he your best?
But he's a pick 'em. He probably has the most service time as well, too.
He's having a good spring, by the way. I don't know if y'all kept up, but he's got a
the best
2.08.
ERA in baseball right now. You kidding? 2.19. Severino's shoving.
Yeah.
Get ready, baby.
Hang the banner.
All right. The Brewers will take note.
Brewers.
That's who you open with, the Brewers.
Oh, they're dead.
Thanks for knowing your team.
Well, they
Freddie
just lost,
Peralta will go for that.
They just lost their closer for 3 months. So
he's got a broken back, dude.
Yeah, he's out. Stress fractures in the back.
By the way, he was out last year, was he not?
But it's interesting. Like last year, we had Tyler McGill start opening day, if I'm not mistaken.
What do you go? Is that an opener though?
I think
he's a starting pitcher.
I think here's the thought process, Pros. There's no better baseball team in the history of the world on opening day than the Mets.
Yeah, y'all win a lot.
Whoever out there, because we're going to get the dub.
Didn't you go up? Didn't the Braves Mets open one year and you went to the game?
We won.
Yeah, like 1-0 or something.
No,
or 2-1. Yeah. That was in that brief window where we
hit a bases loaded double too. I think
that was our brief window where we were no good for those couple of years.
I don't know. I was there for that, and I was there for when Johnny Neese. What Johnny Neese broke whose jaw? Did he?
Jay Hay.
Jay Hay. And then
I have a trivia question for you guys.
And then what was your guy, Huddy? Didn't Huddy go down against the Mets too?
It was either him or Beachy, maybe.
I think you stepped on his foot at first. Or
yeah,
something.
you guys just cheating, just cheaters. I have a question for you guys. Can you name a little Mets trivia? Who was the last opening day lefty
for the Mets?
Yeah, for the Mets. Last opening day lefty.
It wasn't Neese.
Were you talking about that was
that was an opening day.
No, I'm not saying it's Neese or not. I'm asking you.
I'm
not going to answer. I'm not going to accept answers that come in the form of a question.
No, I don't. Kuzman.
It's not Kuzma. It's not. No, it's not that far back. That's your guess is what I would have said.
Santana.
It's not Johan.
It's not Yo.
And now it feels dirty because of the way it's going to circle back. It's Neese.
I was thinking Neese when you said that. I didn't.
Yeah.
2013. What you can tell us about that game, Daniel?
I think I was there.
No, I'm assuming you were.
I need to see a box score. Who do we play?
White Sox. Oh no!
Okay.
Quintana last opened for the White Sox. It doesn't say.
Yeah, that's right.
I saw your boy. I saw your boy Matt Harvey. Jay interviewed him the other day and
he
talked
got on
about
Jay Horitz's show.
Yeah, he talked about the
Dark Knight. How's he
doing?
doing?
Talked about the playoff run and the 8th inning, 9th inning, and just the whole. Gosh, he was so good. He could have been so great.
Where does he live?
Matty Harvey.
I think he's in New York now.
Yeah.
I think he's doing business in New York. Maybe a bit of real estate.
Whatever happened to the dude who was married to the crazy dominatrix wife? What was his name?
Oh, that's Benson.
Yeah.
Chris Benson. You remember him?
Yeah. They were Santa Claus, and right? Weren't they?
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah, some weird
She's dressed a little bit provocative as Mrs. Claus.
She
was about the sexiest Mrs. Claus in the history of mankind, I'll say that.
Wow.
But she was she was something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was a good fit in New York.
Yeah, I'm just saying. More ways than one. All right, let's come back with more. It's what is a Custom Tree Surgeon Thursday? Murph never knows what he's sitting into.
I know.
We continue next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's Fantasy Golf at the Players, brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors.
It's got a chance.
If your golfers score the lowest at TPC Sawgrass, win $1,000 of jewelry from Beards Diamonds. Enter at 1010XL.com.
Yo, E to the T here, and if you're still in the market for a sports book to call home, bet that nonstop action of the madness with MyBookie. MyBookie is your one-stop shop for all your sports betting and casino needs, complete with that Vegas life experience right from that cellular device of yours, my boy. Take your viewing experience to the next level with real-time live betting that lets you stream and bet the games right from the website. Sign up now and take advantage of the generous welcome bonus on your first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Put in 2, get back 3. Ready to play instantly using promo code 1010XL. And the fun don't stop there. You'll get up-to-the-minute odds, props, and this week's expert predictions to help you decide where to put that cash at. And the best part about MyBookie, you can bet anything, anytime, anywhere. And don't forget that promo code 1010XL. Come on, somebody.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional, non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And every vehicle purchased from Hodges Mazda comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Get ready for the Players' Championship, March 12th through 17th at TPC Sawgrass. Don't miss your chance to watch the PGA Tour's best compete to etch their name in history while enjoying a vibrant social scene. From local bites to the latest merchandise available in the PGA Tour fan shop, the Players offers the ultimate experience for everyone to enjoy. Secure your spot today. Tickets are on sale now at theplayers.com.
March is the perfect time to bring a burst of happiness to the special people in your life. At Spencer's Designer Florist, each bloom tells a story, and they'll help you say it without saying a word. Visit spencersflorist.com.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
Learn a little more about your team's freshest faces.
I think we're a contender right now.
Free agency profiles are brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting. Experience the universal difference. Follow the off-season with Tire Outlet and 1010XL.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing New Year's specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit beechurstplumbing.com. BETROS plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
The most common form of treatment for the arthritic joints is normally cortisone injections and gel shots and over-the-counter medications. And most patients have tried all of that and are still in pain.
Every day, Dr. Aaron Wolkoff, a QC Kinetics medical director, meets patients who have exhausted every method to get relief. They've been told surgery is their only option.
They want to stay away from that path, and they come to us almost as the last hope. So we're using our own body's properties to help manage pain, to help slow arthritis down, keep the patient active with no downtime, and get them back to what they enjoy doing. I mean, I love what I do.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments from our board-certified providers help heal and restore aching joints. No surgery, harmful drugs, or downtime. Call for your free consultation today.
QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522. The Players' Championship. Now, here's a 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Leaderboard Update.
This championship update update brought to you by Coastal Equipment. The following are all tied for first place currently. Troy Merritt, who is birdied on holes number 10, 11, and 12. Taylor Montgomery, Brandon Wu, Alex Noren, Joseph Branlett, Camilo Villegas, Lee Hodges, and Matt Kuchar. Groups 3 and 4 have officially teed off as well, including Xander Schauffele, who started on the back 9. Your next update from the players in 20 minutes.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden chance to score a deal that will make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months, or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors. Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road and in McClenny.
Coastal Equipment. 1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Welcome to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. That ball's well hit to right. I mean, really well hit to right. That ball is gone. Daniel Murphy has struck again. Daniel Murphy has homered for the 5th straight postseason game.
Presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Underway. Molly's giving you updates as we motor through the morning, but man, it's soft and it's calm, and you would think the scoring would come pretty easy, but 1 under is the best we can do. Now, granted, we're only 3 holes in for a couple of these cats. You got Taylor Montgomery.
What's he doing?
He's 1 under, tied for the lead.
Taylor! That's my buddy, Daniel. I played with him in Exuma.
Matt Kuchar birdied number 10, his first hole. Matt Cooch birdies 10, his first hole. So, and Camilo Villegas, another blast from the past.
We were talking yesterday. I was talking with a buddy, and he said to me yesterday, he goes, how come Cooch and Adam Scott aren't on the LIV Tour? Wouldn't they be perfect for the LIV Tour?
Cooch is not capable. He's not perfect for any tour. He's old and washed up. But Adam Scott, some of these guys don't want to go play that nonsense.
I said, well, some of them got
That's what
scruples.
it is. And it's not
some
just
of them
scruples.
enjoy the tour.
Some of them don't need to sell the rest of their soul for millions of dollars when they already have millions and a happy life, happy wife wherever they are. Yeah. So kudos for them.
Yeah, I know.
Not everyone's just a greedy, money grubbing, all I care about is ink kind of person like these
me.
LIV guys with no character and no, not a whole lot of positive. You don't want to hang out with the dudes on the LIV. They're a bunch of jackass DBs, man.
Well, good thing
most of them.
Good thing they got 6 weeks off.
Give me Matt Every all day long. I'll hang out with Matty.
Yeah,
we'll be
Maddie's
fine.
working this week.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
that'd be good. I'll have to put on.
Matty went over and won some little event across the street yesterday.
Did he?
He said my first win in 10 years.
Hanging in the loop.
Let me say, I don't know what it was, a sawgrass shootout or something. I don't know. Some
Attaboy, Matty.
Some sort of either charity or otherwise.
Shout out.
Yeah, it's just, no, wait, it was text actually.
All right, GM Daniel. Calvin Ridley.
That hurt the soul.
Because you got convinced they were going to get him.
It felt that way.
Yeah,
yes,
it did.
Well, so again, like I said, with
10 years.
I've never done NFL free agency, so you got to think coming from baseball, as you see, our off season isn't even finished yet.
Right.
And
the
NFL's off season's like 80% over. If you like transactions, the last couple of days are for you, and I love them.
Yeah.
And so it felt like when Calvin didn't bust out with the rest of the free agents and go grab those bags they were passing out, that all right, it feels like he's coming to us. Do we have a deal maybe with him, or we're competing with New England,
right?
And if we sign him, we want it to be after, so we keep the 3rd round pick, or keep our 2nd round pick and give up the 3rd round pick,
right?
And the way it felt to me was New England's there with us, and to me when I heard New England a write up say they don't want to go overboard, but their offer is more than the Jaguars, the first thing I think of is years.
Right.
Because you can figure out the annual average value of the salary, the AAV, pretty quickly.
Right.
But it's the years is what will break you loose.
Yeah.
So I felt like New England was offering the same years, call it 3, like Mike Evans.
Okay.
So we have posts to work from.
Right.
Buoys. So Evans gets 6 million guaranteed, 35.
Mhm.
Call it 17 million.
Right.
Now, as a baseball player, anything that isn't guaranteed, I look at the last year of the contract, like Mike Evans, as a team option. We'll
Correct.
either release
Always.
you, restructure you.
Correct.
We have the option on it.
100%.
So I call Evans's deal at 35 million guaranteed, 2 years times 17 million.
I got you.
So I'm thinking if the Patriots offer is better than the Jaguars, call it 2 times, maybe they get to 18, 20,
Okay.
somewhere in there.
Okay.
We're maybe less than that,
Mhm.
but 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is 17 times 3?
51.
What did he get from Tennessee?
50 guaranteed.
There, they broke him loose.
Yeah.
So agent.
Hey, you let it happen. Yeah, the Jags let it happen. Nobody sweeped in and done anything. Trent Baalke went out in his underwear to get the paper, and the whole world laughed at him.
So,
oh dear.
To that point, it's why
I go out in my underwear to get the paper. every
do it
now
in the
and then.
dark, Hick.
Okay.
Do it in the
like
dark.
you guys have talked about. I wanted Calvin on the 1-year deal.
Yes.
The market has viewed him as being worth $51 million. Whether you agree or not,
right?
That's what the market says.
Right.
If we had him at 1 times 21, maybe we could trade him.
Yeah.
I'm teasing
Yeah.
a bit, but there's just and so that was frustrating, even more so when it felt like we had the player.
Yeah.
It felt like he was coming here.
I was big on finding out about Calvin. Like, I mean, it hurts to lose him. I mean, now listen, I wouldn't have paid him what they paid him though.
No, that's reasonable.
And I don't
Yes,
think
yes,
anybody
yes.
would have. But that's what happens when you get to free agency, right? You've seen who's come. What? Aaron Judge.
Mhm.
He hit free agency.
And what
they
it
let
was
him
with,
walk,
What it was with Aaron was
and he came back.
is the extra year.
Right.
That was the holdup. Him and Hal Steinbrenner basically boiled down to, I think it was, is he get an 8-year deal? 7, 8 goes, I want the extra year, and we're done.
And they gave it to him.
So, yeah. And
They gave it to
so Calvin's deal right now is the agent's waiting around, and he kind of used the stop point for the Jaguars yesterday. Calvin's market popped like 3 or 4 times in the 3
don't
days.
like agents. I don't like your agent. I don't even know who he is.
Fair.
I don't like them, and I know who Ridley's agent is.
Yeah, I saw.
It's Mugaletta.
Uh-huh.
Mugaletta was Jalen's agent, and he was also Mojo's agent.
Wasn't he?
I don't like him.
Fair.
As a fan.
Was he,
As
was
all-
he,
but he
Jan?
did his job.
No, he did do
He
his
did a
job.
great job.
Mhm.
And so he, what were you going to say?
Was it Jan too or no?
Oh, I don't think he was Jan's. I don't know, though. But I do know the name, and I do know that he bothered me with Mojo, and he bothered me with Jalen. And so now he's bothered me with Ridley. So, and that means he's good at what he does. But as a fan, I don't like agents. Just like I would like to hit Scott Boras in the kneecap. And then I would give him a funny headline. Like he likes to give us.
his
like when he told me
euphemisms.
Conforto was the king of Queens.
And then
That's
what,
why he should get some.
Harper's Bazaar.
Need
Yes.
to know. KNEED.
Thank you. Hey, Scott, need to know. WAP!
Yeah, I just.
Huh?
Dan, you're making Daniel uncomfortable.
I know I am.
No.
Violent
I just
attacks
keep
on
thinking back,
sports.
like to Calvin's, his agents. I'd have just.
I don't fault
stuck a
Calvin or
one-year
anyone.
deal on
I
you.
fault
What
one.
you gonna say then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bottom line, it's not about the Titans, not about Calvin, not about his agent. It's about our mismanagement. That's what happened.
And we've talked about this before. Is Josh Allen going to get? I'm always fascinated. Here's what Josh wants. Here's what the Jags are offering. I just never have understood why it's so difficult to just go, okay, here's the middle.
Try to get it together.
Well, because here's why the team can say, "Well, I'll give you $10,000 a year." That's why. I mean, you neither side trusts the other that the middle ground is actually a middle ground.
I want.
You know what I mean?
We're lying and you're lying.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what you're saying is the hope and some of the expectation is that 41 gets done.
And that's the point.
That's kind of it's
right.
like almost if you put yourself in the position of 41 is done today.
Correct.
What prevented us, and it's the money, but from getting this done earlier in the offseason to be able to address your roster in other areas.
Right. Right.
But I was listening to, I will say as well, 1010, the whole radio station, you guys, Jaguars Today, Primetime, Hacker, Frangie. The coverage has been awesome. I really enjoyed going through this process.
Good.
And then the beat reporters, Demetrius Harvey and John Shipley. And, and listening to all them in this coverage, I really, because Hacker got the sideline reporter from the Bills on, and he was talking about Gabe Davis.
Right.
And he was a team captain.
Right.
He was like a 23 or 24-year-old.
That's impressive.
I thought it was impressive. And the other one, he's a really good run blocker. He never comes off the field. I just really like that.
Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really good run blocker.
Yes.
The catches,
Averages
right
a
now,
lot per catch. He doesn't catch a lot.
I bet you that jumps up. It has a Zay Jones vibe to it. One thing about these guys, no matter who you give them, they'll get them some yards. Yeah. They'll get them some production.
Right.
We've done that with – listen, this is 2 years in a row. We took Zay Jones, who was a career 40 guy.
Mm-hmm.
We make him 80 catches.
Okay.
We bring in Calvin Ridley, who had literally not played in 2 years.
Yeah.
We get him 80 and 1,008.
It just all it does is
I think Gabe Davis catches 60 balls minimum next year.
I hope you're right. Losing Ridley though creates
for sure.
There's more off season now.
Yeah.
Yes,
there's more off season to us. Whereas,
all right, let me ask you. Last thing here with Murph. We got Murph hanging out. Let me ask you the Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day, and I'll be curious to hear your response. And it is simply this. Okay, so we don't get Calvin Ridley. What do we do? How do we pivot? These are your 4 choices. What would you do, Daniel Murphy, general manager? Would you use the free agency dollars that we didn't use on Ridley on the defensive line? Would you draft a wide receiver at 17? Would you trade for T. Higgins? Or would you sign Mike Williams, who was just let go by the Chargers?
I don't think
Williams hurt too much.
No,
Can't
Mike
do that
wouldn't
one.
like the deal I offered him just because
Okay.
he's busted
He's not
right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I hope he gets healthy.
Okay.
I would lean more towards reallocating the dollars you were going to get for Ridley.
Yeah.
That's what I would.
Okay. And that's what I hope they do. I hope they go out.
Well, 2 of those things are going to happen. They are going to draft a receiver.
And then the
Yeah.
Maybe not at 17.
Right. But I would hope that, you know what, there was an offer for Ridley.
Their money was found.
Yes, right?
Let's call it. I think
now,
you could. It's not difficult to
now,
find.
Daniel,
Yeah, sorry.
we don't know if Ridley had agreed to terms if that was going to be the end of Cam Robinson.
It may have
which
cost you another
that
player.
was also kind of talked about. So, but then you have Walker Little to step in, and then that changes everything. Do we need to draft another tackle? So, but we don't know the answer to that. But if money was found, I would like to see. I still feel like we got to work on that defensive line, man.
I would agree.
I mean, and I don't care if it's an edge guy or an interior guy, but I need another name.
Just more good players
more
on
good
there.
Players
yeah,
on
more
the,
depth
on the
there.
front there.
Mhm.
On the front,
Okay.
So
that so far has been probably the position we have addressed the least so far. So.
Hey, when does the Padres and Dodgers start this thing? Is that next week?
I thought it was like.
Or is it tomorrow? What? In Korea?
I saw the Padres made pretty impactful move for this deal.
Traded for Dylan Cease.
Yeah.
That Garrett Cole injury popped everything. So it felt like Garrett gets hurt. Yankees look like they want to make a move. And then the Rangers and Padres here. Oh, Dylan Cease is available again. Let's jump back in there on his market. And the Padres
has
Boom.
Has the Cy Young middle reliever signed yet?
No.
The guy that you can bring in when your starter gives up 8 2 2/3. This guy will go 5 for you every time. Blake Snell. He hadn't
still
signed
got
yet.
inventory available.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Montgomery's available. Lorenzen, Clevenger, Tommy Pham.
Can I give you
Michael
one?
A. Taylor. Duvall. Adam Duvall's still available.
Can you? You've become an insider with the Mets now. Can you please?
Mets insider.
Yeah, and you
Daniel
have a
Murphy.
good relationship with the media types. The Pumas and the boys up there. Can you please tell them to stop Mets linked to or interested in, and just either sign or don't. And do not bring me J.D. Davis when you got J.D. Martinez.
This is the wrong J.D.
You got the wrong J.D., man.
We've
I
had
mean,
J.D.
can we
Davis
fix
before.
this thing, huh?
Well,
I mean, why do Mets fans want to bring J.D. Davis home? This isn't home for J.D. Davis.
sounds like
He's
they
a
just
good
want to
guy.
play. They want to play her.
Yeah. And Brett Beatty's got a little injury right now.
He's banged up.
Although Vientos has been hitting well this
I
spring.
have seen
Not
him
that it
swing the barrel.
matters. Because if we go by that, Vientos is going to be the MVP, and we're going to have 3 Cy Young winners on the
Daniel,
Mets
go
staff.
out there and enjoy the golf, my
Yes,
friend.
thank y'all.
Yeah.
We're power brought to you by ITB
Get him
Partners.
out of this seat of inquisition and let him just go out there and wander around.
You think I'm being too hard on him?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's just
He can handle it.
It's a drag.
Yeah. He says he's an open book.
Well, no, I'm not.
Love our
trying to-
Jaguars, though. That was
I
a
know you
fun
do.
ride.
I know you do.
That was a fun ride. Wish we would have ended up with the player, but we still have off season left.
We got some
We got
off-season,
off-season
man.
And we're the kings of the off season. We always do a
We
real
win
good
the
job of
off-season.
getting a lot better.
Well, we know they're going to be players at the end, like last year. I mean, just like Clowney and those guys that come available. And I think another
The
one
ones we don't sign?
and then the other one you can safely assume right now that our players will get hurt next year. So go build depth. We're going to need as many good players as we can get because we're going to get hurt. Everybody does.
Kind of like a pitching staff.
And
then have
add
8
at
or
the
9
deadline.
who can
and then
start a game.
The guys on the field, you make the front office go and add at the trade deadline.
He's our friend Daniel Murphy, ITP Partners Power Hour with Murph, and he's out here to enjoy some golf. And thanks, Daniel.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. We'll be back with more.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Serving up sports talk with special First Coast ingredients.
These are delicious.
1010XL.
Let's bring out the cake.
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Have you been dreaming of enhancing your living space with top-quality custom windows and doors? Make that dream a reality with Renewal by Anderson. And right now, buy one window or patio door and get one 40% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires March 31st and restrictions apply. Renewal by Anderson, the official window and door replacement partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
At Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf, there's something that binds us all. The collective goal to transcend the ordinary. Introducing the all-new Vokey SM10 wedges. Made for lower flight, improved feel, and maximum spin. Unlock your ultimate wedge. Play with the new Vokey SM10 wedges. Visit us in store at Edwin Watts Golf Shops or online at worldwidegolf.com. Get there.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On March 14, 1960, Philadelphia's Wilt Chamberlain sets an NBA playoff record of 53 points in the Warriors' 132-112 win.
The experts at AMCO have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at amcojacksonville.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. Thanks to the coaches and the schools who believe in our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is Head Coach Ferland Dormery of Trinity Christian Academy High School. Our athletic program selected Southeast Orthopedic Specialists to work with our state championship football team and will continue to use them. We recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
They couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's what I mean. That's what they treat you like when you head on over to that wonderful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. They treat you so well, no pressure, just friendly help. And whatever you're in the market for, if it's a car, a truck, an SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. I have that beautiful blue Silverado. I couldn't be any happier. And by the way, if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, that's okay. MooreChevy.com. MOORE Chevy.com. Easy to navigate as any site you can try. All the vehicles, transparent pricing, sales to service to parts. Never been more easy to use. So do yourself a favor, friends. Join the George Moore Chevrolet family, and together, let's drive.
Tired of running out of hot water? It's probably time for a new water heater. Call Duck Duck Rooter, the plumbing pros who specialize in water heater installation and service, including tankless water heaters, gas or electric. Call us today for service. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Monahan Jewelers is the place for GIA certified diamonds and fine jewelry since 1977. It's TPC week and the ladies deserve some TPC bling, so Monahan Jewelers is celebrating with 5-year interest-free financing on all purchases. Buy 1-carat diamond studs for as low as $39 a month. Get a $9,000 engagement ring for $150 a month. Whatever the purchase, get 5 years interest-free. We're your local family jeweler, so support us and get the best deals on the greatest selection of fine jewelry. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Pross, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinders Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinders Homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida, official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right. Dreamfinders Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit DreamfindersHomes.com. Now let Dreamfinders Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders, I believe they will build your home just right.
The Players' Championship. Now, here's a 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Leaderboard update.
I'm Molly McDonald with this Players' Championship update brought to you by Taco Lou and Monahan Jewelers. It's a crowded leaderboard right now. Sitting at first is Matt Kuchar at -3, with Thomas Detry, Camilo Villegas, and Lee Hodges following closely behind at 2 under. Victor Hovland has teed off at 8:35, as well as Ludwig Aberg making his Players' debut, who teed off at 8:46. Your next update from the Players in 20 minutes.
Don here from Taco Lou. Now that football season has come and gone, and it's getting a little warmer outside, it must be time for more golf. At least for us anyway. If you love golf and you love tacos, we've got your spot out at 12. Tacos on 12, of course. It's time for the Players, and we couldn't be more excited. We'll be slinging tacos behind 12 green all week long. You golf fans make your way, our way, for a great bite, and maybe even a margarita or two. We'll be live at the Players.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh my gosh, I love this job.
Listen, we focus as sports fans on the golf, the
Yes.
the top flight talent that shows up here every year. But one of our arguments in the whole Live PGA debate was I don't think people are truly respect and appreciate how much the PGA Tour, in our case the Players' Championship, gives back to the community and helps a lot of people with a lot of influx of cash that they just would not be getting from somewhere else. And kind of along those same lines, as you go through the Players, the tournament likes to present a charity of the day each and every day. And today's charity of the day is the Boys and Girls Club. It's being featured, and it includes Linward Griffin is the senior director, and so he's going to join us here coming up in just a sec, and just
I think that
give his perspective on how you go speak to these groups
that
are there when the big checks show up.
Yeah,
right. Go speak to them and ask them how important and vital it is.
Well, I mean, I've talked to numerous charities who have told me they would be able to do what they do without the Players.
And I also can appreciate their being able to allocate to the right place. Like when you asked for the Dan Fund to be covered, they completely shot you down right away. Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, they said there's no Dan Fund, so sorry, Hick, we're not going to send you any. Could you imagine if Hicken came strolling up here? Our charity of the day is the Dan Fund. You keep losing your blue thing. It's starting to annoy me.
Oh, it came off again?
It's over there now.
Where is it?
Right over there to the left, underneath the left side. Every time I look at you, you've lost your windscreen.
I think it's Richie's fault.
I don't know. Mine has come off a little bit. They're a little maybe less snug than they normally are. Horses for courses, maybe? Matt Kuchar playing pretty decent golf out the gates.
What, did he get, an eagle and a birdie?
Let me look at.
Must have, because he's 3 under through 2 at last I looked.
Yada yada. Upgrading, updating, scrolling. What'd you see him at 3? You said?
Yeah, 3 under through 2.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, he definitely got a. And he started on the back, so he's birdied 10 and then eagled 11 to get to 3. Ryan Moore, haven't seen him in a minute. He's off to a 2 under start.
Right.
Thomas Dietrich, who's had his moments this year, he's 2 under par.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I'm repeating some of what Amanda has shared with you, what am I doing? Molly. Yeah. Losing my mind.
Who's Amanda?
I don't know. I have no idea. We've got a Miranda. I've got a Molly. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
If you got a Molly and a Miranda, how do you get Amanda?
You seriously don't see that?
Well, the 2 M's.
Yeah. I don't know. Either way. I know all their names, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, Cooch, huh?
Yeah.
Cooch, 3 under through 2. Yeah, not a big fan. All right, let's talk now with the charity of the day.
All right.
Guy in here.
You just throw those headsets on there, Linward. How you doing? Good to see you.
What's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Appreciate your work with the Boys and Girls Clubs. It's yeoman's job, and I'm sure you first of all, talking about being the charity today and how important the players and the PGA Tour and the charitable dollars that they pump into communities are.
I think it's really beneficial and rewarding to our community and our kids within the West Augustine location. So we have the Players Championship that's on West King Street. So, a great partnership with the players that allows them to, continue to provide resources and donations to our club to continue to provide those resources.
And the Boys and Girls Clubs, Linward, have been around forever, but just explain the importance of them to communities and the job that you guys do. We've talked to so many people who lives have been affected by the Boys and Girls Clubs to the positive. So just give us a little background.
Yeah, absolutely.
On it.
So, we're in the communities that need us the most, right?
Yeah,
our mission is to inspire and enable all young people, especially those that need us the most, to reach their full potential as responsible, productive, and caring individuals. So, we really take that mission and focus on that when we're in front of our kids, because we understand that they need it. They want it. So why not provide that resource? So we are serving over 5,000 kids a day across Northeast Florida. We're able to provide hot meals, snacks, over 200 hours of academic support, enrichment. So we put positive people in front of these kids so they can grow up and be those positive individuals.
Yeah, I'm sure you see the graduating success stories. It must make you feel really good. Keeps you going when it can be awful tough, right?
That's our why. When we see those kids graduate, not even just graduate, just get promoted to the next level, or they run into a club with a report card grade because they improved from the beginning of the school year to where they are now. So that's always our why, and why we continue to do what we do.
Were you always personally motivated to get into this kind of work? Did you just find yourself gravitating toward it later? Or
I think when I was younger, I saw like the influence people had on me, the positive influence people had on me. So when I, grew older, I definitely wanted to give back to my community and the kids, right? So being that positive role model for them, allows them to, look forward to, being that next individual.
Yeah. You get how does the tour and the players, how does it affect you guys going forward? I know it's a vitally important thing for you guys to succeed and do what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. With the players, like I said, the resources they're able to provide. We have at the Players Championship, we actually have a golf team, a golf team that participates in different golf tournaments around Northeast Florida. And just like I said, having those resources from the players that provides those opportunities, because we understand that a lot of those opportunities won't come available if they weren't a part of the Boys and Girls Club. So, when they're there, we try to put those resources and opportunities.
All right. Well, the Boys and Girls Clubs
There's
today.
There's a beautiful little girl over there getting some good airtime.
Look at her.
Which I kind of dig that. I mean, she's doing
look at those eyes, boy. She's like.
She's waking up.
She's gorgeous. Look at her.
She's waking up.
What do we got? About 14, 15 months over there?
15 months.
Yeah.
15.
I have just about 15 grandson, and it's the exact same size and movements and all that. So there you go. We appreciate your work, man. And I know you appreciate the players and the give back that you get here. Enjoy a beautiful day in the sun, and continued good work with with the youth here on the First Coast.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Right,
Much appreciated.
Thank you, Edward.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. It is a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday as we broadcast live from round one of the Players.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Intelligent sports talk with an attitude.
She loved
Cole.
Hey, sorry.
That is awful.
It's a Jack speech at J1A.
You got me.
1010XL.
I did mumble one word.
If you have experienced problems when it comes to selling your home, maybe it's just because you have not discovered Chad and Sandy and chadandsandy.com. That's chadandsandy.com. You can call them at 904-414-6200. But here's the bottom line. Your home will be sold, guaranteed, or they'll buy it. So whatever you think your problem may be, whether you need more space for an office or growing family, or you want maximum equity from your home, but you're not sure how, Chad and Sandy deliver with a promise, and at the bottom line, it ends with your home is sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. That is the definition of guaranteed. The proof is out there. Pete in Lakeshore writes, I was in a pickle. I heard Chad and Sandy on the radio, and I called because I needed cash out on a rental property fast. I was struggling to rent. Chad and Sandy got a full offer, full asking price within days. Go to chadandsandy.com. That's chadandsandy.com, or call 904-414-6200 today.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Rhino Shield, man. Stop paying for exterior paint that does not protect your home or your business. Rhino Shield, man, they're beautiful and they're durable. They never chip, crack, or peel. And by the way, they back that up with a 25-year warranty. You don't get that mold, that mildew, that algae growth. You know, water intrusion they get from these crazy storms we get in Northeast Florida? Nuh-uh, not with Rhino Shield. Fights off corrosion, Class A fire rating, all while saving you thousands compared to the cost of repainting. Gang, 0% financing, up to 20% off with new low pricing. It has never been easier to paint your home with Rhino Shield. Book that free estimate and book it today. Just go to rhinoshieldjax.com, rhinoshieldjax.com.
Men, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? The medical providers at Prime Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. 98% of men see instant results on their first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Prime Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Prime Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 904-664-8217. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit Stonecore today and let's beautify your home together. Stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Get ready, get set, and go to the Ready, Set, Go sales event going on now at Arlington Toyota. Arlington Toyota is loaded with fresh, new Toyota inventory. And right now, you can get interest rates as low as 4.9% for 72 months on select new Toyotas. Plus, get credit help with Arlington's pre-approval program, and every new Toyota comes with Arlington's lifetime warranty. It's the Ready, Set, Go sales event in person, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, and online at arlingtontoyota.com.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Get ready for the Players Championship, March 12th through 17th at TPC Sawgrass. Don't miss your chance to watch the PGA Tour's best compete to etch their name in history while enjoying a vibrant social scene. From local bites to the latest merchandise available in the PGA Tour fan shop, the Players offers the ultimate experience for everyone to enjoy. Secure your spot today. Tickets are on sale now at theplayers.com.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Get ahead of the changing season with Fenwick Home Services by scheduling your AC system tune-up now. Their experts will perform a multi-point cleaning and inspection that will breathe new life into your system and help prevent breakdowns. Whether you need routine maintenance, repairs, or are ready for a system upgrade, Fenwick has you covered with 24/7 availability. Book your visit online at FenwickHomeservices.com/1010XL. FenwickHomeservices.com/1010XL.
You know what happens when a smart group of medical professionals get together and commit to a technology designed to relieve your aching joints without surgery? It's called QC Kinetics.
And this guy knows the power of a solid team. Emmitt Smith, football legend and Dancing with the Stars champ.
This elite medical group, some of them orthopedic doctors, got together and said, why are we prescribing so many medications? Why are we sending so many people to surgery in droves? Let's change this.
The answer? Natural biologics, our own healing properties. And the outcome is the country's largest provider of non-surgical regenerative treatments, QC Kinetics.
Actually, the real outcome are the tens of thousands of patients who finally got their quality of life back without surgery, thanks to QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
The Players Championship. Now, here's a 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Leaderboard Update.
I'm Molly McDonald with this Players Championship update brought to you by Roundtree Sod. Matt Kuchar still sitting at the top of the leaderboard at 4 under with an eagle at 11 from 68 feet. Following closely behind in a three-way tie is Ryan Moore, Thomas Dietrich, Lee Hodges, all sitting at 2 under. Group 9 is teeing off now. Your next update from the Players in 20 minutes.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back. Broadcasting live. We are in the Palm Valley Village. Takes a village to raise a golf tournament. And the golfers are on the course. Matt Kuchar, the early highlights. We predicted earlier, we said earlier, I think it was 64 or 65 out there to be had among this morning wave because it is so soft and responsive. It's going to accept these shots from the best in the world. And, when you get soft conditions and no wind, yeah, look out. Now, typically here on where we live, that wind will start blowing through in the afternoon, so the scoring may become a little bit more different now. I think if you're going to, quote, make hay, you make it now. In the morning time, get it bailed up and hopefully turn in a good number. And, boy, so many great golfers, many of whom, by the way, you may not necessarily be familiar with. And with all those guys taking their cracks in these kind of conditions, we're going to have some, I would think, good scores today.
Oh, yeah. You said 64, huh?
I did. 64? I think a 64 is out there. It won't be Matt Kuchar, so, his fast start aside, I don't think he's capable of going that low here at this stage of his career. But
hey,
I think it can happen.
Yeah.
Do I understand that you have tickets to give away to the event out here?
Yeah,
courtesy our friends at George Moore Chevrolet?
Courtesy of our boys at George Moore Chevrolet.
What do you got?
Now, as I take on this journey of golf, along with the swag and just being out there, been working on my swing, George Moore Chevrolet and I were partnered up with doing this campaign that we like to call Selling Happy. Just trying to make people in the community happy. And what we're doing is we're giving away some tickets to Saturday's TPC event. Saturday is a party out there.
How do I get those, E?
Really, all you got
I need some Friday tickets. You want to send me a couple of those? I need a couple for Friday.
We might be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? My partners at George Morse Chevrolet. But all you got to do is head over to 1010XL's Instagram page or 1010XL's Facebook page and comment below, or as well as George Morse Chevrolet's social media pages, and comment below on who you would take to the TPC. It's very simple. That's how he sells happy around here.
Oh, well, there you go. You guys take advantage of that and get out here on Saturday. It looks like the weather's going to cooperate. I know the temperatures are going to be fantastic. It's a little bit more difficult when you come out here early in the morning. Like, I see fans walking around, and it's like you got to bite the bullet. Either you wear too much clothes and you have to carry them around, or you freeze for about 3 hours to start the day. I saw a lot of people this morning walking around in shorts and short sleeves.
Well, it's going to get warm.
Well,
it's getting warm.
And we're here in the shade and out there in the sun. I'm sure it's already a lot better. I have the pest of the day today.
I think Cooch, by the way, is 4 under.
Is he 4 now?
3.
Oof. Wow, he's going Eagle Birdie?
I think so.
Maybe he can go 64. He's always horse for course. He's played well here. He's won here. He lived here for a long time. I don't think he does anymore. I think he's up in South Georgia. I have a pest of the day.
All right.
Brought to you by Mission
Talk to me.
Pest Solutions. Mission Pest is they're the best. Mission Pest is the best. Mission Pest Solutions, locally and veteran owned and operated. Jacksonville native Russell Skinner, Tyler Terranez, a retired Navy pilot. These guys put their dedication and their homegrown roots to very good use. You can trust Mission Pest Solutions to keep all your pest issues under control. And right now, 50% off for listening to 1010XL. Call 944-PEST. You'll speak to one of the owners. You'll get 50% off your initial pest treatment service. All right. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him before. I can tell you a guy I don't like. This is Middle Tennessee State women's basketball coach Rick Insell, who was stuck somewhere in the 1960s. This dude, man, I happened to catch this. I don't know anything about MTSU's women's basketball. I would be embarrassed for myself if I did. Mm-hmm. But I can tell you they went 16-0 this year. They're the class of their Conference USA.
Okay.
So they're playing in their conference tournament last night.
Okay.
And they're playing UTEP. And Middle Tennessee State, who's the best team in the league, they beat UTEP by some 28 points. But then in the handshake line, UTEP's coach Keitha Adams gets into a little bit of a tiff with Insell. Okay? So here's this dude, not happy at all with the 28-point win, his 16-0 season. What a petty old booger this guy is. You ready? Adams, whose team had just lost, the UTEP coach's team has just lost 78-50, said after the game the altercation involved who she voted for Conference USA Coach of the Year. So you see, the award went to FIU's Jessica Burks-Riley, whose squad finished 11-5 in the conference. Insell's MTSU team went 16-0 league play. He's a bitter, crotchety old booger that he didn't win Coach of the Year in Conference USA women's basketball, bro.
I think the booger probably probably had like a $10,000 bonus or something tied in.
He said he was – you want to know he did not serve himself well in the postgame when he explained just exactly what was behind it.
Uh-huh.
You know, he went on and said, well, yeah, I guess a lot of people said they voted for me and they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said that Adams, without being asked, volunteered. For the record, I did vote for him for Coach of the Year. I'll stand on my record that I voted for him. Him being hot at me for that, he was wrong. Insell then, and by the way, if you could picture in your mind an old cranky booger and what he would look like, this guy, and then when you see him, he's exactly what you think he is.
An old cranky booger.
Okay? Insell was not asked and did not comment regarding what happened in the handshake, but he did go on to a rant about how he did not win Coach of the Year. I've said this before. This is Conference USA women's basketball. This is a 65, 70-year-old man. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I'm upset at our coaches for some of the statements that have been made. Everybody right now tells you, hey, we voted for you for Coach of the Year. We voted for this one. We voted for that one. And it's not good to say that, if you have some transparency and you're not afraid to put your vote down.
Right.
I'm not afraid to tell you who I voted for. You ready? This is the best. This is the finale to the pest of the day.
I voted for me.
I'm not afraid to tell you who I voted for. I voted for the FIU coach for Coach of the Year. At that time, she had 4 losses. She ended up with 5. I probably wouldn't have voted for her, but I didn't know I could have voted for myself either. And I know I would have voted for me because I know how hard these guys work. And he points to his girls like that has anything to do with him winning Coach of the Year.
Oh my God.
So Insell is I don't know, man. I don't know if we're early onset here or what's going on, but
oh dear,
that whole scene is not a good one, man. I mean, it's nothing like the life lessons Insel's teaching the girls.
Oh boy,
one by me. I have to root Dan Hicken for.
Yes.
By the way, Pest of the Day brought to you by Mission Pest Solutions. Call Mission Pest today and take care of any and everything before it even happens. This is going to sound odd, and unless you know what I'm talking to, no one will follow along.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm rooting for Daniel Gafford to miss one of his next 2 shots. Do you know why?
Why?
You know why? Do anybody know why I would root for Daniel Gafford to miss one of his next 2 shots? Daniel Gafford, Arkansas grad, big 7-footer, played.
I know why.
He plays for the Dallas Mavericks. He's made 33 straight shots. And you say, well, Jeff, don't be a hater. Why don't you let it keep going? I don't know. Wilt holds the record. I feel like the record for consecutive shots at 35 is better in the hands of Wilt Chamberlain than Daniel Gafford.
Is Daniel Gafford, are they all slam dunks?
Pretty much. He's a big, pretty much. But he's done it over 5 games. It's not like, I mean, he's taking 6-7 shots a game. It's not like, but I'm not, I like my.
Wilt should have the record.
Yeah, I like my historical figures to be, historic.
Not Daniel Gafford.
Daniel Gafford is when you look at, the NBA is amazing. I think more than any other sport.
Uh-huh.
When you just look at the highlights of certain guys when they decide to play. Right?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm watching Daniel Gafford last night. He's getting a rebound. He's running the floor. And man, if you play with that kind of, how can you be 7'1", capable of making 33 shots in a row and be a 6.4 rebound a game guy? Right? I mean, how's that possible? Right? So anyway, there you go. All tackled up on FSU high noon today against North Carolina.
Yeah.
Season most likely ends, but FSU's kind of tricky. I'm not picking them to win. I'm not picking them. Didn't Clemson? I see Clemson lost to BC last night.
Did they?
No, Clemson's the 3rd best team in that league. It's a bad league, man.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's been a down year for the ACC, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I like sports-wise, right? I mean, after FSU and unfortunately their injuries and getting basically cheated by the system made their season worse than it should have been. But that ACC football was for the most part down this year.
All right, here are the guys left on the defensive line that are free agents. Any of these do anything for you? Because we can get one of these guys, and we probably should. There's Chase Young. There's Calais, who I guess is a free agent again. Jadeveon Clowney was visiting Carolina, might end up in Baltimore. Tyus Bowser, Emmanuel Ogbah, Eric Armstead.
Yeah,
San Francisco.
I like him.
I wouldn't mind having Eric Armstead.
I'd rather find a guy, and I would also like to find a guy like Armstead who
Did DJ Reader come to terms with somebody? I think he may have.
But if you get a guy like Armstead too, I'd rather get a guy who was released because then they're on the hook for some of the salary. It's like the Steelers. Why wouldn't you sign Russell Wilson? You're paying him $1 million,
right?
And he's willing to take the rest from Denver. So I'd like to get Armstead because I know the Niners would be footing a lot of that bill. But just for pure outs, who would you take? Okay, one shot.
Of those guys?
Yeah. Which one are you taking?
I would probably take Armstead.
You would?
Yeah.
He's older. He's been around 9 years, 31 years old. That scares me a little bit.
I'm looking at like a 2-year deal.
Yeah, no, I know. And I saw a free agent ranking that had him in the top 5. Calais is just, we just keep waiting for it to be too old for Calais, but I still think he could be a nice veteran piece here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what happened with him last year, right? He was visiting here, and it was thought, and at the time you were wondering, would it be a good move? And then he went to Atlanta. He played pretty good football. I think he had 5 or 6 sacks, got to 100 for his career. I thought it was interesting that the Chargers, who were going to lose everybody, suddenly have everybody but Mike Williams. I guess Kendrick's the linebacker. But there was at one point they're going to have to cut Bosa and Mack and Keenan Allen and trading. And
Rory's on the course.
Rory, you have your finger.
Birdie number 10 to start.
Do you have Rory or something?
Yeah, I drafted him in the Brunch with the Tour.
Okay.
Scheffler is now trailing Rory.
Don't worry about it. No, not
concerned. There's only 71 holes to go, buddy.
Not concerned at all, my boy.
I cannot, for the life of me, keep up with.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with who I have on which. I think Brunch with the Tour. Who did I say? I said I had 2 guys I didn't want. I had.
Hold on, I'll tell you in a second.
I had Justin Thomas. Who did I come back with? Hovland, maybe.
No one knows.
I don't even know who I took.
Oh.
What do you got?
X-Man, 2 under through 3.
You're despicable.
I may have won the whole thing.
You're despicable.
Yeah,
Let's go, X.
Yeah, you took Victor Hovland.
Yeah, who do I got? X and Rory?
Dano, you got Xander
Your love for
and
Xavier.
Rory. The tour has Shane Lowry and Max Homa, and your boy got Scotty and Colin Morikawa.
Your love for Shoffley is nauseous.
Shut her down right now.
It's nauseating.
Shut her down. Oh, Rory's 2 under through 2.
I don't understand why.
Chill out, man.
Shouldn't you be at the live event?
Ludwig 1 under. He started with a bird.
I should have taken him. I know. See, now the big boys are going out there on these little benign conditions. Now we're going to see what's going to happen.
J-Day 1 under. Can't play 1 under.
It's pretty clear that everybody's going to start out 1 or 2 under.
You think?
Well, just let me. Every big name is under par. Is there somebody out who's not?
2 guys.
Probably my guy.
2 guys who love a do-over.
Who?
Pendrith, Mr. 58. And Vince Norman, who's caddy, won, but he's 2 over through 2.
Maybe so his caddy play is just swap positions.
Yeah.
I think wasn't Hovland with this early group with McIlroy? What's he?
Hovland is 1 under.
Yeah, see, you don't mention my guys being out to the hot start. You see what happened there, John? They don't talk about my guy.
Nobody cares about you.
Yeah, the hell they don't.
Oh, they don't?
You see him?
That happened.
Backseat.
Spieth, even through 2. Anybody got Spieth?
I ain't even do nothing.
No, I was putting it on him.
Who was your other guy?
I'm sorry, E. You're right.
Scheffler and who?
Morikawa.
Oh,
What's he
Morikawa,
doing?
he withdrew.
Oh, he didn't, E.
Oh,
listen to me. He did not. I think Morikawa's in that afternoon group, isn't he, with
must
Scheffler?
be, yeah.
Yeah, Scheffler, Morikawa, and
withdrew.
Ricky Fowler, maybe?
I think he's
One of those guys you mentioned, though, one of those is a power pairing. It's like McIlroy and Hovland and Schauffele or somewhere together. And they do a good job of that, and it's – you know, I used to think, well, why do you choke up the course with this one group? But what it really does is it opens up the rest of the course for all the other groups, for fan points.
Yeah,
so if you don't want to be in that, massive gallery that's going up and down the fairways following that premier group, it, spreads it out, makes it a little more comfortable for you out and about. Of those guys, I'm not sure I wouldn't take Clowney, though, Dan. Back to your guys.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure I wouldn't take Clowney. We didn't take him last year, and he had 10 sacks, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a great year.
And he's a veteran. He can I think I'd take Clowney.
That'd be great. I'd be great with any of those guys. I just think we need depth on the D-line. And, again, if we now have a hole at wide receiver, let's cover up one of the other holes we have before we get to the draft to give us more of that flexibility back. Because right now we really kind of need a corner and a wide receiver. But you always in the NFL.
Big guys.
Big guys.
And, by the way, we added a center. It's not like we've just, rebuilt our O-line.
No.
We just running back the same 4 and changing the guy in the middle, which is changed. But,
Gentlemen, how would y'all feel about, Chase Young, giving him a chance, on a 1-year deal?
I'm just worried about him because it seems like everybody keeps waiting for him, and he's just either injured or unproductive.
Yeah.
Well, they say he doesn't go hard every play.
Yeah.
His motor.
But I wouldn't be afraid to offer him an incentive-laden 1-year deal.
Yeah.
You get me the numbers. You know what I mean? I mean, there's talent there. But
what's his best year?
His rookie
Has he
year,
had
maybe?
a good year?
His rookie wasn't he? Let me see. I thought he did
Yeah,
well.
give me his best year because I feel like every time I look up, Chase Young's the season's over. He's got 4.5. Or he only played 8 games.
Yeah.
I want my guy to be Myles Garrett. I want my guy to be 16, 15.
We're not getting that guy.
No. I'm just saying. No, I even mean.
I'm just trying to find us some sacks.
Yeah, I think who would you trust more to get a sack on a play, Clowney or Young? I think I trust Clowney. Yeah,
but and that's why one of the reasons I think if you improve the inside, the outside can feast better.
Looks like his best. I'm sorry, Dan. Looks like his best year was his rookie year. He had 7.5 sacks and 4 forced fumbles.
Yeah,
so we got a guy. Was Chase Young number 1 overall? Number 2.
2.
You're telling me the number 2 overall pick has peaked with 7.5 sacks?
Yeah. That's why he's not
How
in
many
Washington
years?
Anymore.
Not many. 5, 6 years now?
Been around a while.
Yeah, that's
drafted in 2020.
Yeah. So only 4 years, actually. 20, 21, 22, 20 years. Only played 4 years. I don't know. That might be where what did he do last year, E? You still have it pulled up?
Yes, sir. Last year with San Fran, he
it's a combo.
9 games. He had 2.5 sacks.
And what about with Washington before the 9?
And Washington before that, he had 5 sacks, so 7.5 sacks.
7.5 last year. I mean, I don't know. He might intrigue me because he's only 26, I think. So
he's young.
The age would help there.
Young is young.
It's Custom Tree Searches Thursday. We're live at the Players.
Yes,
Round 1 is underway. We'll come back. What are we going to do? Want to see what's trending when we come back?
Yeah, we
want to
do
trend?
We could do that.
All right. We'll trend and more and put the finishing touches on a custom Tree Surgeons Thursday right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
It's the week everyone is a golf fan.
At 17 in Players Championship.
Get live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates.
Brought to you by JTM Comfort Services, Vaughn Motor Group, and Atlantic Self Storage.
On 1010XL.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. That's why I'm telling you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Listen, I'm not the attorney, but have you done your last will? Matt will help you. Listen, you got to get your assets to the people that you choose. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen. Going to provide you with some tough decisions. Going to provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's a Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, Maddie's got the answers. Reach out, 904-527-1700. That's 904-527-1700. Offices, Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
At Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville, we have over 40 2024 all-electric Cadillac Lyrics in stock.
Take advantage today of 2 awesome incentives.
First, a $7,500 rebate applied to the purchase price directly at signing.
That's a $7,500 rebate with no need to wait for tax time.
And second, a $1,500 credit for a high-speed in-home charger.
Over $9,000 in savings.
Now's the time to drive away in luxury in a brand new all-electric Cadillac Lyric.
Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville, plus tax tag title $899 admin fee and resistol.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsiers experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Get ready for the Players Championship, March 12th through 17th at TPC Sawgrass. Don't miss your chance to watch the PGA Tour's best compete to etch their name in history while enjoying a vibrant social scene. From local bites to the latest merchandise available in the PGA Tour fan shop, the Players offers the ultimate experience for everyone to enjoy. Secure your spot today. Tickets are on sale now at theplayers.com.
You know what happens when a smart group of medical professionals get together and commit to a technology designed to relieve your aching joints without surgery? It's called QC Kinetics.
And this guy knows the power of a solid team. Emmitt Smith, football legend and Dancing with the Stars champ.
This elite medical group, some of them orthopedic doctors, got together and said, why are we prescribing so many medications? Why are we sending so many people to surgery in droves? Let's change this.
The answer? Natural biologics, our own healing properties. And the outcome is the country's largest provider of non-surgical regenerative treatments, QC Kinetics.
Actually, the real outcome are the tens of thousands of patients who finally got their quality of life back without surgery. Thanks to QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Start your Saturday with a whiff of the great outdoors.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Loggeman. We bring you the fresh air of the great outdoors.
On the Nimnit Outdoors Show, presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services on 1010XL.
Yo, it's your boy E.T. And if you're still in the market for a sportsbook to call home, bet that nonstop action of the madness with MyBookie. MyBookie is your one-stop for all your sports betting and casino needs, complete with real-life Vegas experience right from that cellular device of yours. Take your viewing experience to the next level with real-time live betting that lets you stream and bet the games right from the comfort of the crib. Sign up now and take advantage of the generous welcome bonus on your first deposit, all the way up to $1,000. Put in $200, get $3. Ready to play instantly using promo code 1010XL. And the fun don't stop there. You'll get up-to-the-minute odds, props, and this week's expert predictions to help you dictate where to put that cash at. And the best part about MyBookie, you can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Make your plans now to visit Ronnie's Repair Shop next Thursday and Friday for their annual spring sales event. Streamline your landscaping with the lowest sales prices of the year on their full line of steel handheld equipment, chainsaws, trimmers, edgers, and blowers. Whether you manage your own yard or a local yard care business, you don't want to miss out on this once-a-year steel sales event at Ronnie's Repair Shop on Sunbeam Road, March 21st and 22nd.
The Players Championship. Now, here's a 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Leaderboard Update.
I'm Molly McDonald with this Players Championship update brought to you by Atlantic Self-Storage. The weather right now is 56 degrees with little to no wind, expecting to heat up to 71 degrees by noon. Tickets are still available. Remember to get your tickets for this weekend as they are expected to sell out. You can get your tickets at players.com. A look into the leaderboard. Sitting at the top of the leaderboard is Matt Kuchar, sitting at 3 under through 4, starting off hot with 2 birdies and 1 eagle, as well as Patrick Cantley and Rory McIlroy, also at -3. A group of guys behind them, all at under 2, include Ryan Moore, Thomas Dietrich, and Xander Schauffele. Your next update from the Players in 20 minutes.
Atlantic Self-Storage, the official storage partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Garage getting too full with stuff? Need a place to park your boat or RV? Store it all at Atlantic Self-Storage. Tons of locations in Northeast Florida. 24-hour access and month-to-month rental agreements. Moving, they can help with supplies. Heading to the Players? Look for the storage locker and free bag check at the fan gift shop courtesy of Atlantic Self-Storage. Go to AtlanticSelfStorage.com to find the location and move-in special closest to you.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back here, putting the finishing touches on the Thursday edition of The Drill, as always, brought to you by our friends at Custom Tree Surgeons. I can do a lot of work out here on a bad weather day, that's for sure. It's a beautiful facility. Scores are low, like I predicted 64 when we started. A morning around 64. We'll see if it comes, but whether it's Matt Kuchar, a little longer in the tooth, or some of the most popular, powerful names in golf, as you continue to get these scoring updates, you're hearing some big names percolating near the top of the leaderboard. And again, with hardly any wind, perfect weather, still conditions, somewhat soft greens from the weekend of rain. They're going to go low today. They're going to go low. All right, let's see what's trending before we run out of time. And the top 5 this morning is brought to you by Pet Paradise. They are the number one when it comes to all the pet care providing services for you and your pet. Their spa treatment is going to leave your dog loving you more than ever. And you can count on and trust your friends at Pet Paradise to love your pet just like you do. 8 locations around the First Coast. Dozens and dozens and dozens across the Southeast. And the airport location, 24-hour pickup and drop-off to make it easy for you and your planning.
Can I tell you what's trending in Danny's world? 3 straight birds for Roars to start.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Dang.
Number 5.
E.
Awful.
Only 69 holes left, E.
Awful early.
Now, gentlemen, how would you explain your tries with staying in an Airbnb? Y'all's experience.
Pretty good.
Mine have been good.
Yeah.
But I tell you this, though. I don't trust them. Even though I use them and I like them, I don't trust them one damn bit. Every time I see anything on the wall, I'm like, okay, I don't trust not getting robbed. I don't trust some sort of weird video shows up somewhere. Okay. I don't trust them one bit.
Oh, dear.
But the times that I've used them and the places we stayed have been nice and have passed, to my knowledge, without incident.
It's funny you say that you don't trust them, Jeffrey, because just recently there has been a law that passed that says no more cameras allowed indoors at Airbnb rentals.
Like cameras that you can't bring one in yourself, or cameras
like the homeowners can't.
Yeah, well, they good.
Or should there be?
Yeah, there's some backroom video parties going on in this country. I'm not in favor of when it comes to those Airbnbs. I'm going to stand by that. Yeah.
Number 4.
A record 68,000 students have applied to Colorado after Coach Prom's first year.
No.
What is it for?
Local legal.
I got to say this one more step. Now, going to college might not particularly align with the idiocracy, but there's no more idiocratic move than choosing your college because of the football coach.
Yeah.
That may be
That's crazy.
Now, if you're playing football, okay.
Different.
But 68,000 people going to go to college because of who the football coach is makes literally no sense.
I'm going to maintain. I've had friends who tell me that, their child, son or daughter, is applied to Colorado. I say that's not a good idea. They ask why. I say local legal.
Dan, I don't know if you know this, but down at UF, you ain't going to have much problem finding it either. I just say, I think local legal, that's on every campus in the country.
I mean, you can walk out of
local illegal, probably cost you less than local legal, in fact.
Walk off that campus about 1 foot in Boulder, and there's a dispensary at every turn.
Oh, they
go behind the
everywhere.
wall. Hey, go behind the Walmart on 13th in Gainesville. You'll find what you're looking for.
This is an amazing video. A couple and their 2-year-old daughter, they survived a small plane crash after deploying the parachute, and it eased the aircraft down. Now, I know y'all got a fear of those small planes. I might have a fear of it too, but it was an amazing video. I don't know what happened, if it hit some lines or something, but they deployed. It looked like a toy almost. How the parachute
I don't
was coming
appreciate
out the top.
Jack here shaking his head no.
High-flying Jack O'Brien right here.
Death-defying with Jack O'Brien. Like if you get in one of those prop planes, you got the same odds. Hold on. You got the same odds as when you get on the, flight 48, wide to L.A. It's a lie. Get on a prop plane. You're putting your life in jeopardy. Period. End of story. What kind of plane has a parachute on it? Yeah. I ain't flying in a plane that requires a parachute, I prefer a pilot, and that wouldn't be you, Death Defying.
That's going on the wheel.
Number 2.
So apparently there was a glitch at a gas station recently, and a woman has been accused of stealing 7,400 gallons of gas.
Wow.
Now what she did was she had like a card, like a gift card, and she would swipe it a certain amount of times, a certain way, and it would trigger the pump. And for 7 months, she went over about 500 times to refill, and she got about 7,400 gallons. Now she's been charged with basically stealing.
I don't
What if she
know.
said, I didn't know?
I got mixed feelings here.
It kept working.
Unless she manufactured and loaded the gift card, might be time to look at the gas station. Yeah, you got a little hole in your system there you need to fix. It is stealing though. I mean, if you know you're getting something you shouldn't, but that almost is. That was got a little bit of gray area around it, only because, plus, not to mention, and this is hard, it's hard not to take a Robin Hood attitude sometimes with some of these industries. And these gas people shove it so far, it reaches your brain stem. So feeling sorry for those jokers is kind of hard to do, too.
Number 1.
And
the hottest story in America, Dan Hicken.
Even if it ain't the hottest story in America, it's the hottest story in Jacksonville. The Calvin Ridley watch is now over.
Yeah.
The wide receiver recently, he signed with the hated Tennessee Titans.
We got Balkied again. Welcome to Balky land. Riders must be this dumb to ride this ride. That's what I feel like.
Well,
it's not a height requirement anymore. You got like just settle in for the disappointment of a Trent Baalke football team.
That's a guy's going to be negotiating Trevor's deal.
Yeah, it should go well. That should go real well.
I think that
this guy will have us playing him on a franchise tag.
We've let Trevor decide he wanted to test free agency. We feel comfortable with Joe Flacco coming in for his 20th season.
A lot of the disappointment comes from, honestly, even with me, I feel like there was because it took so long for it to happen, so I kind of okay, well, he might be coming back. And it kind of had an idea that there was a handshake behind the back that says that he was going to come back. And all of a sudden, the Tennessee Titans, man, that was what they say in chess, checkmate. That's what they did to us. They literally.
My problem is we get played, man. We're letting the league set the standard. We're like reactive instead of proactive. You know, they told us in the press conference, Dan, Trent Baalke, among the many lies, and again, I don't mean this like they lie. They all lie.
Yeah.
But many of the mistruths that they told us was they don't care at all whether it's a second rounder or a third rounder. It's based on whether or not you want the player. And it sure seems, I don't know if this is totally accurate, but it seems like had they pulled the trigger on Ridley before you reach that deadline where you only lose a third rounder, if they pulled the trigger and lost the second rounder, they would have had Calvin Ridley for the lesser number. I don't know if that's true for sure, but it sure feels like that. But, yeah, we're just getting taken behind the woodshed. I mean, our rivals in Houston have so outmaneuvered us in the last year.
Oh, man.
What a joke, man. They are building a certifiable, strong winner down there, and we are twiddling our thumbs after we remove them from places they shouldn't be.
It feels like every team in the division got a little bit better. Well, they all got they scored some points on us. Every team.
Well, it's not been a good year of, you know, where you think your position, right? This time last year, we sure looked like we were in a much better spot. And I know Houston's in that position this year, but guess what? Houston's going to stay in that position. They've made their team better.
Oh, yeah.
We got to 9-8, made the playoffs, and have not improved. Right? We didn't improve a lick last year. And so far, look pretty similar. That's what's trending. Brought to you by Pet Paradise. Put a wrap on the industry to Jaguars today. Next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. The world will be watching Ponte Vedra.
And the Scheffler victory train just keeps on rolling.
Catch live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates from the players. Brought to you by
Performance Painting, Kanaya Water, Jacksonville, and First Coast Honda dealers.
On 1010XL.
Hey, come to Bowden Eye Care for all your eye needs. Hicken here. Did you know that diabetes is a leading cause of blindness? Affects up to 34 million Americans. Please don't take diabetes lightly. If you have diabetes, see your favorite Bowden Eye doc and save your vision. Bowden Eye is dedicated to the protection and preservation of the treasured gift of sight. Bowden Eye and Associates. Visit today for your personal consultation. Bowden Eye. We keep the First Coast focused. New location now open off County Road 210 in St. Johns County.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather starting to turn for the better, look ahead. Get that backyard ready for spring with a new screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are best in the business. If you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Jeff Prosser here. Need that garage floor redone? Pool deck? Patio? Well, I did my homework and found out there is only one company offering a lifetime warranty, Jack's Concrete Coating. How do they do it? They are the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, so they are the only company offering pure polyurea. Trust me, I can speak firsthand to their work, and it is awesome. Go to jacksconcretecoatings.com or call 904-862-2000.
It's time, basketball bettors. It's March Mania. Hicken here to tell you about BetUS.com. I endorse one sportsbook and casino, BetUS. They've been driving to the basket for 30 years. This year, BetUS has an epic three-pointer, a 125% sign-up bonus on your first three deposits. Yep, 125% sign-up bonus
on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started. Visit BetUS.com or give them a call, 1-800-MyBetUS. BetUS, where the game begins.
Jacksonville's top back is now 1010XL's. Fred Taylor joins Dan and Jeff on The Drill Monday mornings at 8:30. Monday Morning Running Back with Fred Taylor.
Brought to you by Epstein & Robbins DUI Defense Firm on 1010XL.
Bueller Air Conditioning presents Are You Cool?
Today's lucky contestant, a cheese negotiator from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Margaret Drent.
How do you like my costume, Bob? I'm Gruyere.
Well, you smell great, Margaret. But here's your question. What's wrong with your air conditioner when you hear this sound?
Oh, that's a toughie. Are you sure you don't want me to tell you the suggested retail price of a box of Rice-A-Roni?
5 seconds, Margaret.
Is it a compressor motor starter failure?
That's right, Margaret. And if you call the coolness experts at Bueller Air Conditioning, we can fix that faulty AC to make sure that you are cool.
It's surprisingly stuffy inside a giant cheese.
You signed the waiver, Margaret.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is the sports medicine leader in Northeast Florida. We're proud to be the official sports medicine provider for your hometown teams, including the Jaguars, Sharks, Axemen, and the Jumbo Shrimp. We have the most cutting-edge resources for sports medicine care, including active armor casting, Alter-G anti-gravity treadmills, and highly trained physicians and athletic trainers. JOI is truly where the pros go, and so should you.
Ready to spice up your Wednesday? Head to Players Grill for Wing Wednesday. Enjoy mouth-watering wings for just 75 cents each. Plus, make it a happy hour all day long. Cheers to unbeatable deals and good times. Players Grill, where the neighborhood meets.
Well, I'd like to think that you know this already, and I sure hope you have experienced it if you're a pet owner. Because if you're a pet owner, there is only one place that gets you the peace of mind that you want, and it's a perfect name. It's Pet Paradise. It's the ultimate home away from home for your four-leg family member. Whether your pet prefers a splash in the pool or just making new friends, Pet Paradise's team of pet lovers now, pet-loving pros, going to ensure the most important pet in your world has a great visit, whether it's day camp or an overnight stay. Oh, by the way, inside these ultra-modern facilities, dotting the First Coast, I believe 8 or 9 locations now, it's always any and everything you need under one roof. They have professional grooming services, veterinary services with New Day Veterinary Care. At Pet Paradise, it's top shelf customer service and treatment for that member of your family, that four-legged member of your family. So go to Pet Paradise right now. Book an appointment. Find out what they're all about at petparadise.com.
The Players Championship. Now, here's a 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Leaderboard Update.
I'm Molly McDonald with this Players Championship update brought to you by Kenai Water Jacksonville. If you're looking for some of the best places to eat at the Players, you'll find the local Homespun Kitchen, Bono's, Firehouse Subs, Tropical Smoothie, Dailies, and Top Dog Tavern, all at the food court located by the Fan Shop. It's still a three-way tie for first with Matt Kuchar, Rory McIlroy, and Patrick Cantley, all still at under 3. Brian Moore, Michael Kim, and Thomas Dietrich only a few strokes away from them at 2 under. Victor Hovland, Jordan Spieth, and Adam Scott are all even through 3. Your last golfers just teed off for the morning. Your next group won't tee off until 12:45. Your next update from the Players in 20 minutes.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 2-minute drill. Brought to you by Tire Outlet. Tire Outlet is now hiring. Visit TireOutlet.com/careers. Equal opportunity employer.
All right, Jaguars today is coming up next. It's such a busy sports week. It's been for us, free agency now. I think the big splashes have come and gone, and we saw one splash out of town yesterday with Calvin Ridley getting scooped up by the Tennessee Titans. We got conference tournament basketball, both Florida and Florida State in action today, and obviously we are live at the Players. Jaguars Today is here with us, and they're coming up next. Tony, what you got today?
We will get into the reaction to Calvin Ridley's signing with the Tennessee Titans. That's our question of the day today. What is your reaction to Calvin Ridley getting 4 years, $92 million, $50 million guaranteed from Tennessee? In free agency, your options in the poll this morning: Tennessee overpaid, Balky blew it, not the Titans, or Jags are fine at wide receiver. We'll check in with John Ogier at the bottom of the 10 o'clock hour today as well, but it'll be free agency reaction for the Jacksonville Jaguars to the first 3 days, and we all felt pretty good about the Jags getting the opportunity to land Calvin Ridley yesterday. Well, it blew up in the afternoon with Tennessee swooping in and getting the deal done with him, so we'll react to it throughout the show this morning.
Yeah, and look, I think the true answer to your question kind of, I think most people are going to find it because it splits up. You might think one of those.
It's more of a which one do you feel the most?
I mean, at some point you got to kind of look big picture organization. I know it sounds like I'm just like this, crotchety screaming at the clouds in the form of Balky, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's on Trent Balky. It's on the general manager of the football team. The same thing we said about Dave Caldwell, the same thing we said about Gene Smith, the same thing we said about Shaq Harris. The general manager ultimately is in charge of making your team good, keeping them good, improving them. And after getting to 9-8 and having a bust through, we haven't improved the last 2 off seasons, and it's very annoying. Well, hopefully they'll get lucky in the draft this year.
I think it's a little unfair to say they haven't improved this off season, right? To this point, they did add a center, which I think was most fans circled as that's the top of the priority list, right? Get somebody besides Fortner playing center for you going into next year. But I'm not saying that to make fans feel any better about what's happened in the last 24 hours, right? Them not landing Calvin Ridley, given how it felt going into yesterday, is as disappointing as it can get. And that it's the Tennessee Titans that wound up landing him. Yeah, it brings in it's not like Balky was ever off the hook, right, with anything he had done. Or if they had signed Calvin Ridley back, that everyone would feel like, well, Balky's back, right? Like, I don't think that would have been the feeling.
Right.
But now, whatever criticisms you had of Trent Balky, that's front of mind for everybody that's out there right now, and that's fair.
Not proactive enough, no foresight. That's kind of been what it's stuck on me. You got to see the really good ones, see what's happening and where guys are going to go and what they're going to be ahead of the game. And that's why you get guys locked up, and he does it wrong. He locks up guys that shouldn't be locked up. He rides with guys he shouldn't ride with, and players and moves that should be made ahead of time. This was all so simple. Get the deal done with Josh Allen last offseason and use the franchise tag on Ridley. It doesn't take, GM masterclass to do these things, and his inability to do it is annoying.
Sure. I think getting the long-term deal with Josh Allen was complicated.
Yeah, I agree.
For a bunch of different reasons, but that's his job, is to take a complicated job and get it done.
Yeah.
And they haven't to this point. I've been the guy that last offseason I would have been willing to pay Josh Allen $28 a year. Yeah. I would have been willing to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think the team was.
Well, they're stupid.
And I don't think Josh Allen was willing to sign for 22. Like, I think it would have taken 26, 27, 28 last year to get it done.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who would be willing to pay him 34, 35 this year, but I don't know that the team is willing to make that deal. Now Brian Burns has gotten 30. You're going to have to pay at least that.
And that's the projection issue that I have with this football team. Yet they scan their defensive line and says, we let Arden Key go. We're going to sign extensions for Robertson Harris and Hamilton. Yeah. They take a look at their defensive line and say, we're not going to add. We're going to ride another year with Caleb on Chason, who I swear played 1 million plays last year and didn't make one.
Yeah, all of those things exacerbate your problems with Trent Balky. None of them fix them.
Well, that's certainly true. Well, anyway, again, I'm going to stay glass half full. I think a team, it's just now you lower your margin for error, Tony. I still think this team, at its core, its total roster, is good enough to be a contender if no one gets hurt.
Yeah.
And if everyone plays great.
Right. They may trade for Brandon Ayuk today. Yeah. Like, we don't know, what the response is going to be to Calvin Ridley not being here. I don't know if there's going to be any response.
I think the response was getting Davis in case.
Right.
Like, that's what I feel like.
But we'll see what they want to do with the money they were going to be willing to spend on Calvin Ridley. Is that money that now they're just like, okay, then Cam's going to play under the deal he has?
And
I don't know.
And one other way to synopsize this, as far as how I opened and said, they just haven't improved. And improvement, I guess it's a relative term, but at the end of the day, when your biggest source of improvement, your biggest foundation of optimists is a 31-year-old center with 6 career concussions who may be 15 to 20 overall, you're only improving because you were so terrible at the first guy you had in there, right? Anyway, Jaguars Today is coming up next. Enjoy round 1 of the Players. We'll be back here tomorrow for round 2. It's been a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Feel the team.
Caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Seal the deal.
And the Jags have extended.